Voordat ons, ekskuus, as ons net so 'n bietjie aandag kan kry asseblief julle. Dis nou 5 oor 2, so ek wil graag begin met die veiling. Baie welkom eerstens aan almal wat hier is voordat ons nou lewendig gaan op die aanlyn. Was jy klaar lewendig? Okay, ek wil net so vinnig met almal wat in die perseel is, ons kopers en ons verkopers. Eerstens welkom. Tweedens wil ek asseblief vra, as julle tydens die veiling besigheid moet doen, oproepe moet neem, dit is vir ons baie belangrik dat ons stilte in die lokaal het, want al die klank gaan ook deur hierdie mikrofoon na die persone wat op die aanlyn sit in hulle kantore. So as jy moet oproepe doen, vra ons asseblief dat julle net buitentoe tree om dit te doen en laat ons redelik die geselsery tot op 'n minimum hou binne in die lokaal. Dan wil ek ook vra vir die vloei van die veiling. Dis die grootste aanlyn veiling wat ons nog gehad het. Ons het 40 of 39 lotte, 40 lotte. So dis vir ons belangrik dat ons redelik vinnig vloei kry. So dan wil ek net vra spesifiek vir die agente wat namens julle verkopers optree vandag, maak seker bel hom 'n lot voor die tyd. Moenie wag tot op die lot om hom te bel of totdat jy die prys het nie, kry hom klaar op die lyn, dat jy onmiddellik vir hom die prys kan gee sodat ons die vloei van die veiling aan die gang kan hou. Ons verkopers wat hierso op die vloer is, julle sal uit die aard van die saak vir my net sommer onmiddellik sê reg of nie reg nie. As 'n lot nie 'n reserve haal nie, sal ek hom dan onderhewig aan bevestiging verkoop en dan sal ek na die tyd die koper en die koper bel en met die verkoper gesels, kyk of ons die transaksie so kan afhandel, maar onderhandelings is moeilik op die aanlyn stelsel. So as jy nie tevrede is nie, sê net vir my, dan maak ek hom onderhewig aan bevestiging na die veiling, dan die koper van daai lot kan dan 'n oproep van my verwag. Maar verstaan asseblief dat as 'n koper 'n bod ingesit het en jy weier hom en jy sê jy wil na die tyd praat en hy gaan koop dalk 2 ander lotte. Dis nie 'n bindende prys dan nie. As jy sê jy wil wag, dan probeer ons na die tyd, maar dalk het hy nou 2 ander lotte gekoop en is nou vol. Dan so julle moet net weet, dis nie dan na die tyd bindend nie. Ons sal so ver moontlik probeer om die dinge dan na die tyd af te handel. Goed. Ladies and gentlemen, all our buyers that have registered online, we'll try and do the auction bilingually, English and Afrikaans. Welcome to everybody that's registered online. It's nice to have our winner auction every month and see regular people coming back. I think the offering today is the best we've put on so far. The quality is exceptional. We're sitting with about 3,300 calves that we're going to sell today. Just want to go through 1 or 2 arrangements before we go. Most of you are familiar already, but there's a couple of things that you need to be aware of. First off, please note the weight that's indicated on the auction, and then the sliding scale penalizing from 10 kilograms beyond that. So if the indicated weight is 250, then there's a grace up to 260, and then it's a 7 cent per kilogram penalty. So jou penalisasie is 10 kg bo die geskatte gewig is grasie, dan is dit 7 sent per kilogram. Dit is regdeur op die ligte kalvers, op die swaar kalvers, gestandardiseer 7 sent per kilogram is die penalisasie. Daar is ossies en versies aangedui op die veiling. Ons probeer baie moeite met dit doen om dit akkuraat te kry. As daar op die dag van laai dalk 1 ossie meer is of 1 versie meer is, wees billik en verstaan dit, maar dit is 'n indikasie wat ons agente het uitgegaan en die verkopers het moeite gedoen om daai inligting so akkuraat as moontlik te hê. Uit die aard van die saak is BTW betaalbaar op al die transaksies, VAT payable on all the animals, ladies and gentlemen. And then we're going to give 2 weeks for loading. So ons probeer so ver as moontlik hierdie week te laai. Back van die diere is baie belangrik. So partykeer logistiek gewys vereis dit dat ons na volgende week toe gaan. Maar teen volgende week en Vrydag behoort ons al hierdie beeste weg te hê. Indien daar logistieke uitdaging op een of ander pakkie opduik, dan hanteer ons dit maar met daai 2 persone, die koper en die verkoper. So please note then 2 weeks to load. So please immediately after the auction, please make contact with myself or a Karoo's agent and just let us know when your trucks will be available. A lot of the offering on today's sale has been vaccinated for foot and mouth disease, and I'll indicate that. It is indicated on the registration, but as far as possible, I'll give you that information of the animals that have been vaccinated. I think that covers everything, ladies and gentlemen. As we go through the lots, I'll give you the relevant information. Please remember that all these lots will be mouthed before they get loaded, whether they've been vaccinated or not, according to the regulations that have been set out for the selling of livestock. The mouthing cost will be for the seller's account. Die bekkoste is vir die verkoper of 'n dier geënt is of nie. Die wetgewing vereis dat hy gebek word en daai bekkoste is dan Karoo sal bystand lewer, die agente sal bystand lewer met die reëlings van dit, maar daai koste is vir die verkoper. So the buyer, you will get a mouthed animal on the truck. Right, on the floor, are there any questions? Enige vrae op die vloer voordat ons begin? Goed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to then start the auction. We kick off with lot number 1. Please note that I'm going to give you the waypoint and the loading point, die laaipunt en die weegpunt. So van die diere word ingebring, dalk na die houkrale toe, ander is op die plaas, maar die weegpunt is die dorp, so let mooi op die inligting wat ek vir julle daarso gee, asseblief. Lot number 1 is uit die Vryburg omgewing, en jou weegpunt gaan wees die skaal op Vryburg, en dan word hulle afgelaai by Karoo se houkraal. So jy as koper kom laai hom by die houkraal op Vryburg. Die eerste pakkie is 36 skoon bulkalvers, en hulle weeg 270 kg, so hulle gaan dan nou vanaf 280 op die glyskaal geaffekteer word. From 280 there will be a sliding scale. The indicated weight is 270, and there's 36 male calves. They were weaned in May and they have been vaccinated. There's all the vaccines that they've been given. Of the most importance is then that they have been vaccinated against foot and mouth. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we take lot number 1 away. Who says? We start them at 47 a go. At 47, at donkey. At 47 a bit now, but I got 47 a bit now, but I got 25, but I got 47, 50 now, but I got 75, 48. At 48, 25, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 48, 50, 75. At 49 the bid now, but I got 49 at now, but I got 49, 20, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 75. At 49, 75, at 50 rand to go. At 50 on the floor, but I got 50, 50 now, but I go. At 50 rand, I got 50, 50, ladies and gentlemen. At 5, but I got 25. At 50, 25, but a bit now. At 50, 25. But now, but I got 50 rand and 25 cents here. At 50, 25, but I got 50, 20, I got 50 now, but I got 75. At 51 at a bit now, but I got 51 here. At 51 at a bit now, but I got 25 to go. At 51 I got 25 at a bit now, but I got 51, 25, 50. At 51 I got 50, 50 now, but I got 51, 50 now, but I got 75. 51, 75, 2. And I got 52 here. At 52 at techno. At 52 but a bit now, but I got 52, 25. At 52 but I got 25, but I got now, but I got 50, 52, 50. At 52 but I got 50 here. At 52, 50, 75. At 52, 75 but I got now. At 52 but I got 75 is on the floor here. At 52, 75 but I got 3, 53. I got 3 and 5 but I got 25, 53, 25 bid. At 53 but I got 25 at 5 but I got 50 now, but I got 53, 50 yeah. At 53, 50. The bid's online, 75. 53, 75 here, and I got 54 to go. At 53, but I got 75, but I got 54 now. I got 54 now. At 54, the bid here. At 54, ladies and gentlemen, the bid's 54. At 54, but I got 25. 54, but I got 25 now. At 54, 25, but I got 54, but I got 25. At 54, 50 here, and I got 54, 50, ladies and gentlemen, I got 54, 50 now. At 54, down, I got 54, but I got 50 now, but I go. At 54, 50, what about 75? At 54, but I got 50, 51, but I got 54, 50, ladies and gentlemen, are we all out and done here? At 54, 50, we go once, 54, 50 twice, all out and all done. Sold at 54, 50 by donkey, and our buyer is 5019. Right, dames en heren, ons is dan op lot number 2. Lot number 2, ladies and gentlemen, nice Bonsmara calves on offer. There are 140 in the parcel. 140, 72 bulkalvers, 68 verskalvers, en hulle weeg 295. 295, ladies and gentlemen. They have been vaccinated, klaar geënt teen back and close seer, en hulle word gespeen die dag wat ons laai. Right, ladies and gentlemen, who says, what do we do here? And who says, hulle gaan ook gelewer word by Karoo se houkraal. Ons weeg hulle by die dorpskaal en laai hulle vir jou af by Karoo se houkraal. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the bid now to go. 47 to start. At 47 a bit now. At 47 attack. At 47 a bit now, but I got 47 a bit now, but I got 47 here. At 25, but I got 47, I got 50 now, but I got 75, but I got 48, 48 donkey. At 25, but I got 50 now, but I got 50 now, but I got 48, 50. At 48, 50, 50 bit now. At 48, I got 50, 50 now, but I got 48, 50, ladies and gentlemen. At 48, 50, 50 here. At 48, I got 50, 75, 48, 75 bid. At 48, I got 75 is more colors he saw. At 48, 75, ladies and gentlemen, who says now. At 48, at 75 bid now. now, but I got 49, 49 now. And I got did now, but I got 49 at 9 and a bit now, but I got 49 at 49 now. At 25, but I got 49, but I got 25 now. At 49, 25, but I got now, but I got 25, but I got now, but I got 49, 25, ladies and gentlemen. At 49, I got 50. At 49, 50, but yeah. At 49, I got 50, 50, ladies and gentlemen. And I got 75. 49.75, asking 50. At 49, I got 50 now. Ek het 50 rand gaan. At 50 bid 25, 50 bid 25, yeah. At 50, 25, I got 50, 50. Ek het 50, 50. At 50, 50 bid, yeah. At 50, 50 bid, and I got 50, 50. At 50 rand and 50 cent, I got 75, 50, 75. At 51 to go. And I got 50, 75. What do we do at 51? What do we say? At 50, 75, I got 50, 75, yeah. At 50 rand and 75 cent, I got 50, 75. Go one. At 51, I got 25 now. At 51, 25. At 51, now, but I got 50 now, but I got 51, 50. At 51, 50, but yeah. At 51, 50, ladies and gentlemen, at 51, 50, we're gonna go. We're gonna sell now. At 51, 50, but yeah, I got 51, 50, we're gonna go now. At 51, 50, we go once, ladies and gentlemen. At 50, I got 75, 51, 75, asking 52, and but now, but I got 51 at 75, I got now, but I got 51, 75, at 51, 70 time, I got now, but I got 51, 75, as you'll now. At 51, 75, we're gonna go 52 as you'll well. At 51, but I got 75, 52, I got 25 time, I got 2 here. At 52, the bid, ladies and gentlemen, I got 25 now. At 52, we all out and done, but now, but I got 52, 2 bid, yeah. At 52, we're gonna sell at 52, ladies and gentlemen, we go once. 52 twice, third and last time. Knock them down at 52, buy a donkey. We sell to 5034. Right, lot number 3. Lot number 3, ladies and gentlemen, out of the Kuruman area, loading at Caledonia and weighing at the Caledonia scale, 120 kalvers, almal bulkalvers, en hulle weeg 240 kilogram. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso, dames en here. Have a good look at them, ladies and gentlemen. Hulle is gekastreer, hierdie bulkalvers, and who says on them, ladies and gentlemen, mooi kwaliteit, 240 kilogram. So die penalisasie skop in vanaf 250. Almal bulkalvers, mooi bonsmara kalvers, dames en here. Wie sê op hulle, what do we do? Take it away. At 50 to start. 47. Ek het 47, dankie. At 47.25. At 47.50. At 75. At 48, I got 25. At 48, I got 50, 50 now, but I got 48, 50, 75 on the floor. At 48, 75, I got 49, 49, 25. At 49, but I got 25. At 5, but I got 49, but I got 25, but now. At 49, 50, 10, you know. At 49, 75, back on the floor, yeah. At 49, but I got 75, 50, 25, but I got 50, 50. I got 50, at 50, 50, but now, but I got 25, I got 75, and again, I got 51. At 51, bid now. At 51, it took now 25, 51, 25, but again, I got 51, 50. At 51, 50, but yeah. At 51, again, I got 50, 75, 51, 75, 2. At 52, I'm but yeah. At 52, but again, I got 2, but I got 25, 52, 50. At 52, but I got 50 on the floor, yeah. 75, 53 now. At 53, but I got 25, 53, but again, I got 25 when I got now. The bid's 53, 25 on the floor. Asking 50, 53, 50. Now 75. 53, 75 it took now. At 53, but I got 75. At 53, but I got 75 is on the floor, yeah. At 53, but I got 75, but I got 54. 54 back online. At 54, but I got 54, but I got 54 now. At 25, and I got 54, but I got 25, 54, 50. At 54, 50, never mind up before, and 75. At 54, but I got 75, yeah. At 54, but I got 75, but yeah. At 54, but I got 75, but I got 55. I took it online, 55, 25. At 55, but I got 25. At 55, but I got 25, but now at 55, but I got 25, but I got 55 at 25, 50 at 55, 50, but yeah, at 55, but I got 50 now, at 55 at 50, but yeah, at 55, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 55, 50 die gewig is reg hierso, 75 at 55 at 75 now, at 55, but now, but I got 75, yeah, at 55, 75, do I see 56, dankie, and I got 56 bird, and I got 56, and I got now, but I got 56, what do we do? It says and fight around, I got 56, but now, but I got 6 and fight at 56 on the 25, 56, 25, at 56, 25 bid. 56, and I got 25, we're on the floor, and I got 56, 25, at 56, and I got 25, and I got now, but I got 56, 25, asking 50, at 56, 50, and I got now, but I got 56, 50, what do we do, yeah, at 56, 50, but now, but I got 56, at 50, 50, but now, but I got now, but I got 56, 50, at 56, 50, yeah, but I got 75, at 56, and now, but I got 75, yeah, ek het 56, 75, sien ek 57 nou, at 57, but now, but I got 75, but I got now, but I got 57, we say, yeah, the bid's 56, 75, ek's op die vloer, asking 57. Yep. 57 het ek nou. 57 het ek. En about 57. Ek het 57 nou. At 57 het ek ander, ek het 57, 7 bid, nou but ek het 57 now. Ek het 57 ander, ek het nou, but ek het 57, the last kans hier so. At 57 we all out and done, we're gonna sell once, twice, and we knock them down. 57. Baie geluk. In 5019 my koper. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we go to lot number 4. Lot number 4, dames en here, kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. Hier's vir jou nou 'n pragtige pak, 120. Uitstekende beefmaster colors, dames en here. Hulle weeg 300 kg. Daar's 120, hulle is presies helfte, en hulle word geweeg op Vryburg en gelewer by die Karoo houkraal op Vryburg, dames en here. 120, 300 kilo calves, ladies and gentlemen. Hulle is geënt in Junie maand teen back and close here, en kyk net hierso. Top kwaliteit. Julle moenie foute maak op hulle nie, ladies and gentlemen. Who says the weight's 300 and take them away now, but a bit now. At 40 now, but I got 47. Ek het 47 ander, I got 47 bid. At 47 a bit now, but I got 47, I got 25, but I got 47, but I got 25 now. At 47, 25, but I got now, but I got 50, 50 to go. At 47, I got 50, 75, and I got now, but I got 47, 75 as your bill. At 47, 75 to go, but I got now, but I got 47, 50, 50, but now. At 47, I got 50, 50, but now, but I got now, but I got 47, 50. At 47, I got 50, 50, but yeah. At 47, 75, but now, but I got 47, 75. What about right now, 48? Ek het 48 ander, I got 48. Julle moenie mis hierso nie, dames en here. At 48, these are quality calves, yeah. At 48's the bid. 25, 48, 50. 48, 50 bid. 48, 50 go 75. At 48, but I got 50 now, but I got 75. 48, 75, 49. 49's the bid now. At 49, I got now, but I got 49, yeah. Ek het 49, but I got 25. 49, but I got 50 now, but 49, 50, 50, yeah. At 49, 50 bid now, but I got 49, but I got 50. What about 75? At 49, 50, 50 now, but I got 75. Ek het 50 rand now. At 50 the bid, yeah. 25. 50, 25, and I got 50, 25, at 50, 25, but I got now, but I got 50, 50, at 50 now, and I got 50 rand and 50, 75, 50, 75 bid, at 50, 75, go 51 now, at 50, 75, I got 50, 51 bid, at 51, I got 51 now, at 70, I got 25, 51, 25, but I got 51, 25, yeah, at 51, 25, but now, but I got 51, 50 now, but I got now, but I got 51, 50, at 51, 50, 75, at 51, 75, but I got now, but I got 51, 75, but I got 2, but I got 2, but I got now, but I got 52 now. Ek het 52 rand, I got 2, 25, 52, 25, but now, but I got 52, 25, at 52, 25, but I got 50, at 52, 50, 50, but now, but I got 52, 50, 75, 52, 75, 5, yeah. At 53, at no, but I got 53, 3, but I got now, but I got 53, up 3 and 5 rand, I got 25, 53, 25, at 53, 25, but I got now, but I got 53, 25, are we all on and none, yeah. At 53, 25, asking 53, 50, at 53, but I got 25, but I got now, but I got 53, 25, we're gonna go here at 53, 25, once, twice, all out, and all done. Baie dankie, die baas sê dit's reg, 53, 25, and my buyer is 5034. Alfie, Jessica for the water or something. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you lot number 5. Lot number 5. Dames en here, ons is hier in die Vryburg distrik en hierdie kalvers is so 50 kilos, 60 kilos buite Vryburg en hulle word op die plaas geweeg. Daar's 'n geuite skaal op die plaas. Baie dankie. Geuite skaal op die plaas, dames en here, so ons laai hulle op die plaas, ons weeg hulle op die plaas, ladies and gentlemen. 105 bittermooi kalvers, 77 is bulkalvers, 28 is verskalvers en die aangeduide gewig dan 260. Hulle is geënt, Covexin gespuit, geënt teen back and claw daar, so dames en here, reed gespeen, droë kalvers, kyk 'n bietjie mooi, who says on them, take it away. 50 to start. I'll start them 48. and I got 48 bid. At 48 to the gun, but I got 48 to the gun, I got 25, but I got 50 now, but I got 48, but I got 50, 75 to go. At 48, 75, but I got 9, and I got now, but I got 25, but I got now, but I got 49, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 75 to go. At 49, but I got 75, 50, 58, but I got 25, but I got 50, 20, I got 50 now, but I go. At get 75, 51 to go, yeah. At 50, 75, but I got now, but I got 50, 75. At 50 rand and 75 cents, and I got 51, donkey. I got 51 the bid, yeah, but I got now, but I got 51 at 1 at 25, but I got now, but I got 51, 50. At 51.50, but yeah, at 75, but I got 51, 75, but I got 51, 75. Do I see 2? At 52, but I got 2, but I got 52, 25, but now at 52, 50, 50 now, but I got 52, 50, but now at 52, 50, ladies and gentlemen, 75, 52, 75, 3, but I got 53. I got 3 and 5 around, I got now, but I got 53 bid, yeah, at 53, but I got 25, at 50 now, but I got 53, 50, at 53, but I got 50, 50, yeah, at 53, 75, but I got 54, 54, but now at 54, but I got now, but I got 4 and 5 around, I got 54, at 4, I got 25, 54, 25 bid, 54, 50, 54, 50 is online. And I got 54, 50, at 54, but I got 75, at 54, 75 bid, yeah, at 55, but I got now, but I got 55, at 5 and 5 around, I got 55 bid, at 5 and 5 around, I got 55, 25, but I got 55, 25, but now, but I got 55 at 25, 50, at 55, 50, but yeah, at 55, but I got 50 now, but I got 55, 50, but now, at 55, 75, I got now, but I got 55 at 75, 56, I'm bid now, at 56, I got 56 is online, 25 as well, 56, 25 on the floor, at 56, I got 25 at 5, I got now, but I got 56 at 25 bid, 56, 50, and I got 56, 50, yeah, at 56, 75, at 56, 75 bid, now, but I got 56 at 75, 57, at 57 on the floor, at 57 I'm bid, now, but I got 57, ladies and gentlemen, at 57 I'm bid now, at 57, 25, 57, 25, but I got now, but I got 57, 25, yeah, at 57, 25, at 5, but I got now, but I got 57, 50, 50, now, but I got 57, 50, at 57, 50 I'm bid online here, ladies and gentlemen, at 57, 50, but I got now, but I got 57, 75. The bid's 57, 75. Do I see 58? 57, 75. Are we done on the floor? It's all online now. At 57, 75. Asking 58. 57, 75. We go once. 57, 75. We go twice. All out and all done. We knocked them down at 57, 75. By a donkey. 5-0. 1-9 is die koper. 5-0, 1-9, nee. Right, lot number 6, ladies and gentlemen. Just have a look here. Dames en here, ek dink julle sal sien, die aanbieding vandag is regtig die gehalte kalvers wat ons elke maand op ons Karoo veiling wil sit, dames en here. Ons verkoop hulle met trots vandag en kyk net hierso. Hier's nog van hulle van die heel bestes. Lot number 6, ladies and gentlemen, uit Swaziland uit. Hierdie kalvers word gelaai op die plaas, dis vir 3 kilos buite die dorp, en hulle word geweeg by Trio Trade Nuts, net buite Swaziland, dames en here. So jy laai hulle op die plaas, dis 'n baie netjiese laaigerief en pad, en dis so 3 kilos na die skaal toe. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle, hulle is 100, dis 60-40 persentasie Aussies versies, en julle sal sien, 65% van die aanbieding is Charolais kruiskalvers, en die res Simbra kalvers, hier en daar op ons Mara kalf tussen, en dames en here, baie mooi kwaliteit kalvers. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle, ladies and gentlemen. Who says on them? What do we do? And take away, ladies and gentlemen, klaar gespeen hierdie kalvers, dames en here, hulle gaan net aangaan. And who says on them? 50 to go. 48, dan gaan ek aan. But I got now. I get 48, donkey. And about 48. At 48, I got now, but I got 48, 25, but I got 50 now, but I got 50 now, but I got 75, I got 49. At 49, I got 25, but I got 50 now, but I got 49, 50, 75, but I got 5 around now. At 50, but now. At 50, 25, but I got 50, 50. At 50, 50, I got 7, I got op die vloer gevat, sorry. At 50, 50. At 50, 50 now. At 50, 50, but I got 50, 50, om die on ek gee om my kanses net, but I got 75, 50, 75, 51. But I got 51, yeah. And about 51 now. At 51, I got 25, but I got 51, 25, but I got now, but I got 51, but now, but I got 50 now, but I got 75, 52 to go. At 51, 75, but I got now, but I got 51 at 75, 2, 52, 2, but I got now, but I got 52, 25. At 52, 25, but I got 52, 25. At 52, but I got 25, ladies and gentlemen, kyk hulle bietjie mooi. At 52, 25, 52, 50, and I got 52, 50 minute. At 52, 75, but I got now, but I got 52, 75 van die heel bestes in die bedryf. Ek het 53 nou. At 53, but I got now, but I got 25, but I got 53, 25, what about now, I got now, but I got 53, 50 if you like. The bid's 53.25, 53.50 now. Ek het 53.50 and about 53.50 and I got 53.50. What about 75? At 53.50 die kant, I got 53.50 dames here. At 53 but I got 50.50 now, but I got 53.50. At 53.50 but now, but I got 53.50. Are we all out and done? Yeah. At 53.50 meneer wie sê op die mooi colors op 53.50 we're gonna go. At 53.50 fair warning yeah. At 53.50 now 75.54. Ek het 54.25 54.25 now and about now but I got 54 but I got 25.5 yeah. At 54.25 but I got number I got 54 but I got 25 asking 54.50 at 54 but I got 25 but I got number I got 54.25 we go ladies and gentlemen at 54.25 now once twice fair warning at 54.25 by donkey 54.25 koper 5018 Right, lot 7 ladies and gentlemen, lot nummer 7. Kyk 'n bietjie hierso dames en here. Hier's nou vir jou 'n pragtige pakkie Charolais kruiskalvers dames en here. Have a good look at them ladies and gentlemen. Lot nummer 7 uit Barkley Wes se kant uit daarso dames en here. Jou laaipunt is op die plaas en jou weegpunt is by Barkley Wes by die silo's. Hierso is 201 kalvers waarvan 92 bulkalvers is, 109 verskalvers dames en here. Hulle gaan 280 weeg. So dis ons aangeryde gewig van 290 skop die glyskaal dan in dames en here. Hulle is in Junie maand geënt teen back and claw en kyk net hierso dames en here. Hier's top kwaliteit dames en here. Julle moenie foute maak op hulle nie ladies and gentlemen. Ons Mara Charolais kruisings ladies and gentlemen. Who says on them net mooi 2 vragte dames en here. 201. Kyk hulle bietjie mooi. Right, ladies and gentlemen, start hulle op R50. Wie sê ja? 48 het ek. At 48 the bid. At 48 I got 48. At 48 the bid now but I got 48 I got 25 48 25 but I got 48 but I got 50 50 number 48 50 number I got 75 49. At 49 I got 25 but now but I got 49 but I got 25 49 but I got 50 50 now. At 49 50 50 but now but I got 49 but I got 50 yeah. At 49 75 but I got 50 now. Ek het 50 rand I got 50 50 25 but I got 50 50 number 50 now. Ek het 50 rand I got 50 50 ladies and gentlemen but now. At 50 rand I got 50 50 now I got 25 50 25 at 50 25 but I got 50 50 at 50 50 now but I go at 50 50 ladies and gentlemen 75 50 75 51 bid at 51 but now but I got 51 at 100 but now but I got 51 at 51 ladies and gentlemen I got 51 at 51 25 51 25 but I got 51 50 at 51 50 but now at 51 but I got 50 now but I got 75 51 75 now but I go 52 I got 52 now and I got 52 at 52 but I got 52 now but I got 52 is top colors julle moenie mis hierso nie at 52 the bid now at 52 but I got 52 at 52 but now but I got 52 rand I got 52 at 22 I got 25 52 25 at 52 but I got 25 now at 52 25 but I got 52 25 at 52 but I got 25 at 50 52 50 at 52 but I got 50 now but I got 52 50 now at 52 50 but now but I got 52 50 at 52 75 52 but I got 75 but I got 52 but I got 75 now at 52 75 asking 53 ladies and gentlemen at 52 but I got 75 but I got 52 but I got 75 yeah at 52 75 dames en here sê almal klaar but I got 52 but I got 75 at last warning here but I got 52 but I got 75 at 52 75 we all out and done at 52 75 we go once twice and knock down at 52 75 as ek mag by donkey we sell them to 5017 Lot nummer 8 dames en here, lot nummer 8. Ons is weer in die Vryburg omgewing dames en here. Hierdie kalvers gaan geweeg word op Vryburg en gelewer by die houkraal op Vryburg. So they'll be loaded at our holding station in Vryburg ladies and gentlemen. 60 calves, 33 bull calves and castrated bull calves and 27 heifers dames en here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Hulle weeg 320, lekker swaar Charolais kruiskalvers. Hulle word gespeen die dag van laai dames en here en kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle dames en here. Who says what do we do? Yeah. Lot number 8. Take them away, but I'm going to get 48. At 48, I'm going to get 48, at 8, I'm going to get 48 now. I get 48, I'm going to get 25, but I got 48, but I got 25, but I'm going to get 50, 50 now, but I got 48, but I got 50 now. At 75, 48, 75, but I'm going to get 49, 49 now. I get 49, I'm going to get 25 to go, but I'm going to get 49, yeah, 25, 49, 25, but I'm going to get 50 now, but I go. At 49, 50, at I'm going to get 49, but I got 50 now, but I got 49, 50. At 49, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 49, 50, 50, yeah. At 49, 50, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get 49, 75, 49, but I'm going to get 75, yeah. At 49, at 75 now. At 50 now, but I fight around the gun. At 50 bit now, but I got fight now. I get fight around the gun, I got 50, 50 now, but I got 25, but I got 50, 25. At 50, 50, I'm going to get fight around the fight cent the gun, I got 50, 50. At 50, 50 but now. At 50, 50 but now, but I'm going to get 50, 50. Come back at 75. At 50, 75. At fight and 5, I'm going to get 51, 51 bid. At yen and fight around, but I'm going to get 51. At 100 but now, but I got 51. At yen and fight around the now, but I'm going to get 51, 25. And about 51, 25. But I'm going to get 51, but I'm going to get 25 now. The bids online at 51.50 now. I get 51.50. Asking 75. At 51 at a bit 50. At 51, 50 bid 75. 51, 75. At 51 at 75. But I'm going to get 51 at 75 now. At 51 at 75. But I'm going to get number 2. 52. 2 and fight around. I'm going to get 52. At 2 and fight around. I'm going to get 2. 2 but I got 25. 52 but I'm going to get 25 now. At 52, 25. Ladies and gentlemen, I got 50. 52.50. Asking 75. At 52.50 but now. At 52.50 now, maar I got 52.50. At 52.50 meneer is helemaal klaar. At 52.50 now, maar I go 75 het ek nou. At 52.75 but I got now, but I got 53, 53. At 53 but I got 53 now. At 53, 3 but I got 53 aan die kant I got 53.25. At 53.25. At 53.25, 53.50. At about 53.50. At 53 but I got 50 now. At 53.50 but yeah, but I got 53.50. At 53. At 53.50, 50 now, but I'm going to get 53.50. At 53.50 we go. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the last kans hier so. At 53.50 is julle almal klaar. At 53.50 we go once. We go twice. Fair warning. And sold at 53.50. $5018. Is ons koper $5018. Lot number 9. Lot number 9, ladies and gentlemen, kyk net hier so. Lot nummer 9, top Charolais kruiskalvers, weer eens hier so, dames en here. 45 in die pakkie, 16 ossies, 29 verse. Hulle gaan 260 weeg, so die glyskaalskop in vanaf 270. Hierdie kalvers word gelewer by Karoo se houkraal op Tosca. Op Tosca, dames en here, gelewer en geweeg op die Karoo se houkraal op Tosca. Vir die wat nog nie daar gelaai het nie, dis so 15 km Vryburgse kant van Tosca. Right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good look here, dames en here, julle moenie foute maak op nie, kyk hulle asom. What do we do here is quality Charolais cross calves here, ladies and gentlemen, moenie foute maak op hulle nie, sien ek 48. Excuse toch. At 48 the bid. At 48 I got 48 now. At 48 I got 25, but I got 48, but I got 25, 5 I got number I got 48, I got 50, 50 to go. At 48 I got 50 donkey, but I got 48, 50, 75, 48, 75. At 48 I got 75, 49, 49, but I got 25, 49, but I got 25, yeah. At 49 but I got 50, 70, but I got 50 now. At 50 but 25, 50, 25, but I got number I got 50, 25, yeah. At 50, 25, but I got 50, 50, but I got 50, 25 to go. At 50.25, I got 25 cent, I got 50.25, ladies and gentlemen. At 50.25, I got number, I got 50.50. At 50.75, 50.75, yeah. At 50.75, I got 50.75, but now. At 50.75, dames, I got 51, 51, but now, I got 51.25. At 51 at 25, yeah. At 51 at 25, I got number, I got 51 at 25. At 51, but now, I got 25, ladies and gentlemen, I got 51.25. At 51, but I got 25, asking 50. At 51.50, donkey. And I got 51.75. At 51 at 75, yeah. Asking 52. 51.75, and about number I got 51 at 75, but I got number and 5 and 7 at 51, but number I got 75, I got number I got 51, 2, but I got 2, but I got 2 and 5 at 52, the but yeah, at 52.25, at 52, but I got 25, but I got at 52.25, but now, but I got 52.25, but I got number I got 52.25 now at 2 and 5 and 20, number I got 52.25, ladies and gentlemen, at 52.25, dames en here, at 52.25 we go now, but I got 52.25. Warning once, twice, 52.50. In beseringstyd. 52.75. 52.75. 52.75. Asking 53. 52, but I got 75. At 52, but I got 75, ladies and gentlemen. At 52, but I got 75, but I got now, but I got 52.75. At 52.75, we're going to go, ladies and gentlemen, a last chance. Once, twice, knocked down. 52.75 by Donkey. Number 5035 is the buyer. Lot number 10. Lot number 10, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look here. We're in the Klerksdorp area. Klerksdorp streek, dames en here. Hierdie kalvers gaan geweeg word by Hartbeesfontein silo en hulle word afgelewer by Klerksdorp veilingskraal. So jy as koper laai hom op by Klerksdorp se veilingskraal. Daar is 70 van hulle, dames en here. 45 bulkalvers, 25 verskalvers. Hulle weeg 270 kg, so glyskaal vanaf 280. Beefmaster kalvers, dames en here, hulle is in Maart maand geënt teen bek en klou. En kyk net hierso, hulle is omtrent alles ook geënt daarso, dames en here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle. Hier's kwaliteit kalvers and who says on them. 70 in die pakkie. Talk to me. 50 to start. 48 the bid. Ek het 48.25, 48.50. At 48.75, but I got 9, I got 49, but I got 49. Ek het 49, but I got 49 at 25, but I got 49, but I got 25. At 49.50, 50 now, but I got 49, but I got 75, but I got 50 to go. At 25, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 75, but I got 51 at 51 now. At 25, 50, 50. At 51, 50, 75. At 52 to go. At 52, Donkey, but I got 52. At 52, but I got 52 now. At 52, but I got 52 now, but I got 2, but I got but I got 52. At 52 rand, I got 52, but I got 52, ladies and gentlemen. At 52 now. At 52, 25, 52, 25. But I got 52, but I got 25. Yeah. At 52, 25, ladies and gentlemen. I got 52, but I got 25. At 52, 50. At 52, 50, but now I got 52, 75, 52, 75, 5. Yeah. At 52, but 75, but I got 52, but I got 75, but now. At 53 as julle wil. At 52, but now I got 75, ladies and gentlemen. I got 52, but I got 75. At I got 52, 75. I got 52, but 75. Ladies and gentlemen, asking 53. At 52, 75 we go. Yeah. At 52, 75. What about once now? At 52, but I got 75. Dames hier almal klaar at 52, 75 twice. Derde laaste maal. Knock there. 52, 75 by Donkey. 52, 75. 5-0, 3-4. Is die koper. Dames en here, lot nummer 11. Lot nummer 11, weer Vryburg kalvers, dames en here. Lot nummer 11 is Vryburg kalvers. Hulle word geweeg in die dorp en hulle word afgelaai by Karoo houkraal op Vryburg, dames en here. 52 van die heel bestes. Hier's 21 bulkalvers, 31 verskalvers. Hulle weeg 250. Dames en here, kyk net hierso, geënte kalvers, klaar geënt teen bek en klou seer. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we start them at 48. Ek het 48 na, maar ek het 48. Op 48, ek na, maar ek het 48 is bitter goeie kalvers hierdie, maar ek het 25, 48, 50. At 75 now, 49 to go. At 48, but I got 75, but ek na, maar ek het 49, ek na, maar wie sê ja. At 49, het ek dankie, but ek het 49, 49 B, na, maar ek het 49, ja. At 49, 50, 75, but ek na, maar 49, but ek het 75, but ek het 50 rand nou. At 25, but ek het 50, 25, but ek het 50, 25, but now, but ek het 50, 50, 25. At 50 rand, at 25 cent, maar ek het 50, 25 now. At 50, 25, but ek na, maar ek het 50, 25 meneer. At 50, 25 is goeie kalvers wat ons nou verkoop, dames en here, maar ek het 50, 25. At 50 rand en 25 cent, ek het 50, 50. At 50 rand en 50 cent, ek het 50, 50, but ja. At 50, 50 ring en ek het 50, 50, 75. 50 rand en 75 cent nou. At 51 to go. At 50, 75, ladies and gentlemen, ek het 50, 75. At 50, 75, but now, but ek het 50, 75, asking 51. At 50, 75, ek het 50 rand en 75, maar ek het 50, 75, come back at 51, yeah. At 50, 75, maar ek het 50 rand and 75 cents, dames en here. At 50, 75 is julle almal klaar. Op 50 rand en 75 cent, ek het 50, 75, we go once. 50, 75 twice. Derde laaste maal. Rand 50 and 75 cents vir die mooi kalvers kan ek kry. Dankie baie. 5-0, 3-4. 5-0, 3-4 die koper. Mooi kalvertjies daarso. Lot nummer 12 dan, dames en here. Lot nummer 12. Weer in Vryburg, dames en here. Hulle word gelaai op die plaas en geweeg op die plaas, 'n geuite skaal, 60 kalvers, 39 bulkalvers, 21 verskalvers en hulle weeg 235 kg, 235 kg. Net gou kyk om laat ons daai videoetjie op die skerm kry daar vir julle. Okay. Dit gaan nou nie ons kopers aanlyn affekteer nie. Dis net vir ons kopers op die vloer. Ons gaan net om gou die kalvers het nou die hek oopgebreek. Ons gaan hulle net gou ombring. So as jy wil kan jy jou op die vloer as jy wil, kan jy jou toep oopmaak, jou Swift-vee toep en dan sal jy die video daar kan sien. Ons gaan net so 'n sekond gee. As julle aanlyn wil so lank kan julle be. Dit gaan nie. Daar is hulle nou. Goed. Right, daar het ons hulle nou weer op die vloer. Right, dames en here, dan lot nommer 12. Soos ek gesê het, Vryburg area. Weeg en laai op die plaas, dames en here, 235 kg Charolais en Bonsmara kalvers, geënt teen back and close hier, dames en here, en kyk hulle bietjie mooi, lekker ligte kalvers, dames en here. Ek het 49 druk en druk het 49, het 49, 25, druk en druk het 49, druk en druk het 25, druk en druk en druk het 49, druk het 50, 75 now. Ek het 50 rand as julle wil, het 50 nou, druk en druk het 50 rand, druk het 25, het 50, 50 nou, druk het 50, 75, druk en druk het 51 to go, het 50, 75, druk en druk het 51, het 51, 50 nou, druk het 51, 50, het 51, 75, at 51, 75, we're going to get 2, we're going to get 52, 25, 52, 25, at 52, 25, we're going to get 52, 25, yeah, 52, 50. At 52.50 I'm bid, and I got 52.50 now, but I got 52.50, come back at 75. At 52.50 now, but I got 52, but I got 75, 52, 75, yeah. At 52, but I got 75, but I got 53, now I got 3 and 5. At 53 bid, now I got 53, 3, but I got 53 now. At 53 bid, now I got 53, 3, but I got 53, ladies and gentlemen. At 53.25 bid. We back at 53.25. Sien ek 53.50. 53.50 het ek. At 53.50. At 53.50. Dankie, but I got 53.50 now. And I got 53.50. But I got 53. But I got 50. At 53.50 now. At 53.50. Ladies and gentlemen, op 53.50 is jy allemaal klaar. At 53.50 now. But I got 53.50. But I got 53.50. We go, fair warning. At 53.50 once, twice, and sold. At 53.50 by Dankie. 5019. Vir ons verkopers wat saam met ons is vandag, ons gaan nou lekker vleisie braai na die tyd, so as jou lot deur is, moenie weghardloop nie. Ons gaan 'n bietjie saam eet na die tyd. Lot number 13, ladies and gentlemen, lot nummer 13. Ja, 100%. Lot nummer 13, dames en here, lot nummer 13. Ons is weer in Barkley West, dames en here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. 105. As jy die vorige kalvers uit Barkley West uitgekoop het, dis dieselfde boerdery, dames en here, dis maar net op die verskillende tipes en rassoorte geklas. So as jy daai vragte wil bymaak en jou laaigerief wil verbeter, kan jy hierso ook kyk. Lot nommer 13, weer eens, ons laai op die plaas en weeg op die dorp op Barkley West. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso, 105 en hierdie is almal bulkalvers en hulle weeg 250 kg. Bitter mooi bulkalvers, dames en here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle en julle sal sien op die katalogus Charolais Bonsmara, dis nou maar net 'n tikfoutjie. Suiwer rooi kalvers, dames en here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. Geënt teen back and close hier in Junie maand en hier's hulle nou. Prentjie mooi, almal ons hier start my op 50. Net bulkalers. Ek het 50. And a bit 50. And I got 50 now. At 50, but I got 25 to go, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 75, but I got 50, 75, but I got 51. At 51, at 25, but I got 51, 20, but I got 51, 50 now, but I got 51, 50, 75, but I got 2, but I got 2, but I got 52, yeah. At 25, but I got 52, 25, but I got 52, but I got 25, 52, 25. At 52, but I got 25, but I got now, but I got 52, 25 minute. At 52, but I got 25, 5, yeah. At 52, 75, 52, but I got 75, but I got 53, as you know. At 52, but I got 75, but I got 52, 75, yeah. At 52, 75, minute, kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Almal lossies in die gewig is reg, dames en here. At 52, but I got 53, dankie. And I got 53 bid. At 53, but I got 53. At 53, but I got 53, ladies and gentlemen. Op 53 naam, maar ek het 53, 3 by die naam, maar ek het 53, het 53 naam, maar ek het 53, dames en here, ons speel hulle die dag wat ons laai, het 53 by die ek het 53 nou, het 53, 3 by die naam, maar ek het 53, het 3 by die ek het 53, het 53 by die, ja, het 53 ander ek het 53 by die ek het 53 naam, maar ek het by die naam, maar ek het 53, ladies and gentlemen, op 53 ander ek het 53, 3 by die naam, maar ek het 53, ja, op 53 ander ek het 53, ladies and gentlemen, ek het 53 now, op 53 gaan klaar, het 53 begin ek 25, die wat ek wag vir jou. At 53, but I got 53, now but I got 25, 53, 25. At 53, but I got 25 bed. At 53, but now but I got 25, at 5, but I got 53, 25. At 53, but now but I got 25, at 5, but I got 53, 50. At 53, 50, we are on the floor, yeah. At 53, but now but I got 75. At 53, 75, but I got now but I got 53, but now but I got 75, at Marcos now. At 53, but now but I got 75, 54. Ek het 54 now, but I got 54, forward, but now but I got 25, 54, but I got 25, yeah. At 54, but I got 25. I'm going to get 54, 25. I'm a bull colors klagen in, dames en heren. At 54, but I got 25, but I got 54, 25. At 54, 25, but I got 54, 50 back on the floor. And I got 54, 50, yeah. At 54, but I got 50, 54, 75. At 54, but I got 75 now. At 54, but now, but I got 75. At 54, but I got 75, 555. At 55 now, and I got 55, yeah. At 55, at 5, but I got 55 bid now, but I got 55, yeah. At 55, I got 55, 25. At 55, but now, but I got 25, but I got now, but I got 55, 25. The bid's 55, 25, 55, 50, 55, 50. And I got 55, 50. But now, but I got 55 at 50, yeah. At 55 at 50 now, but now, but I got 55, 50. At 55 at 50 now, but I got 55, 50. At 55 now, but I got 50 now, but I go. At Sinek 75. At 55, 50 now, but I got 55, 50. Asking 75. At 55, 50 down, but I can't see so. At 55, 50, 50 now, but I got 55, 50. Are we all out and done, ladies and gentlemen? But now, but I got 55, 50. Come back at 75. At 55, 50, we're gonna go at 55, 50 once. 55, 50 twice, fair warning, and knock them down at 55, 50. As ek mag daarso, baie dankie. En ek geef jou koppe nommer 1 op die vloer daarso. Number 1. Right, lot number 14, lot number 14. Lot nummer 14, dames en here, weer Vryburg kalvers. Hierdie kalvers gaan geweeg word op Vryburg en afgelaai word by die Karoo houkraal op Vryburg, so jy laai by die houkraal as koper. Hierdie pakkie is 40 bulkalvers en net 12 verse. Hulle gaan 295 weeg. Die kalvers is gekastreer, so dis oskalvers en hulle is geënt teen back and closure. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle. Hier's mooi kwaliteit, dames en here. 295 and who says, dames en here, wie sê hulle? At 49 to go. And but now but I got 49. At 49 ander I got 49, but now but I got 25, but I got 49, but I got 25 bid. At 49, but I got 25 at 50 now, but 49, 75. At 49, 75, but I got now, but I got 50 rand, wie sê ja. At 49, but I got 75, but I got now, but I got 49 at 75 bid. At 50 now, but I 50 now, but I 50 rand, I got 50 now. At 50 rand, I got 50, 50 now, but now but I got 50. At 50 I'm bid now, but I got 50 rand, at 50 now, but I got 50 rand, I got 50, 50, ladies and gentlemen. At 50, 25, 50, 25. At 50, but now, but I got 25, 50, 50. At 50, 50, but yeah. At 50, 50, I'm bid, but I got 75, 51 is online. And but now, but I got 51, 51 at 1 I got 51 at 1 I got 51. At 1 I got 51, 1 but now, but I got 51 now. At 8 I got 51, 50 now, but I 51, 50, but now, but I got 75, 51, 75. At I got 52, 25, 52, 25. 52, 50, and about 52.75, asking 53. 52, but I got 75 bid. At 52, but now, but I got 75 at 5, but I got 52, but I got 75, 5. At 52, 75, 5, but I got now, but I got 52, but I went now, but I got 75 at 5, but I got 52, but I got 3, but I got 53, 25. At 53, but now, but I got 25, 5, yeah. At 53, 25, 53, but I got now, but I got 25 at 5, but I got 50 now, but I got 75, 53, 75. At 53, but I got 75, sien ek 54 nou. At 53, 75, 5, but I got now, but I got 53, but now, but I got 75. At 53, 75, 5, but I got 53, 75, asking 54. Die bot is 53, 75, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's 54. Nou is het 54. And I got 54, yeah. Ek het 54 aan nou. At 54, but now, but I got 25. At 54, but now, but I got 25. But I got now, but I got 54, 25. At 54, but now, but I got 25, asking 54, 50. At 54, but now, but I got 25. At 5, but I got now, but I got 54, but I got 25. At 5, but I got 54, 25. At 54, 25, ladies and gentlemen, is julle almal klaar? At 54, but I got 50. At 54, 50, 50, now, but I got 54, 50. At 54, 50, now, but I got 54, 50, 50, now, but I got 54, 75. At 54, but I got 75. At 5, but I got now, but I got sien ek 55. At 54, but I got now, but I got 75. 5, but I got now, but I got 54, but I got 75. Bid. At 54, but I got now, but I got 75. 5 here, but I got sien ek 55. The bid's 54, 75. I'm asking 55. Fair warning once, twice, all out, and all done. Baie dankie. 54, 75. Hulle is verkoop, koper 5018. Lot 15, dames en here, lot number 15. 102 colors, dames en here, uit die Vryburg omgewing uit. Hierdie colors gaan geweeg word op Vryburg en afgelaai word by die houkraal. Karoo houkraal op Vryburg, so jou laaipunt is Karoo houkraal. Klaar geënt teen back and closure hierdie colors, dames en here, klaar geënt. 52 bull colors, 50 vers colors. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi so, dames en here. 275 weeg hulle. Charolais en Simmentaler kruis colors, dames en here. 275 and have a look here. So ons glyskaalskop in vanaf 285. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Net seker maak wat daar. Dis 'n incremente reg. Okay. Right, asking 49 to start. Het 49 rand wie sê but I got 49. Het 49 is kwaliteit daar maar but I got 49 bid. Het 49 rand but I got 49 but now but I got 49 ladies and gentlemen but now but I got 49. Het 49 but now but I got 49 rand but I got 49 at 9. Het 49 but now but I got 49 at now. Het 49 the bid ladies and gentlemen I got 49 but I got now but I got 25 as you will know. Het 49 bid now but I got 25 but I got now but I got 49 but I got 25 but I got now but I got 49 25. Het 49 but I got 25 but 5 but I got 49 but I got 50 down but I go. At 49 58 I got 49 but I got 50 50 but now. At 49 50 50 now but I got now but I got 49 50 75. At 49 at 75 but I got now but I got 50 rand gaan. At 58 I got 50 rand but now but I got 50. At 50 now but now but I got 58 I got 50. At 50 but now. At 50 now but I got 50 rand I got 50 now but yeah. At 50 rand I got now but I got 50 25 50 25 yeah. And I got 50 50. At 50-50 but now, at 50-50, then I got 50-50, at cinema I got 75, 50, 75, at 50 and 75, but now but 51, 51, I got 51 now, at yen and 5 I got now but I got 51, at 100 but now but I got 51, ladies and gentlemen, at 51 at now, at 51 but now but I got 51, I got now but I got 51 bid, at yen and 5 I got 51, I'm asking 25, at 51 but now but I got 51, at 1 I got now but I got 51, 25, 51, 50. The bid's 51.50, and I got down, but I got 51.50. At 51, I got 50.50 now, but I got 75.52. 2, but I got down, but I got 2, but I got down, but I got 52, ladies and gentlemen. At 25 now, and I got 52 bid. At 52.25. At 52, but I got 25, 52, 25. But I got down, but I got 52.50 now, but I got 52.50. At 25, I got 75. 52, but I got 75, yeah. At 52, but I got 75, but now, but I got 53. 53, now, but I got 3 and 5. At 53, the bird, now, but I got 3 and 5. I got now, but I got 53. 3, but I got 25, 53-25 now. Ek het 53-25 nou, maar ek het 2 minute en nou, maar ek het 53-50 nou, maar ek het ja, at 53-50 I'm bid, ladies and gentlemen, ek het nou, maar ek het 53-50, at 53-50 but now, but I got 53 but now, but I got 50, at 53-50 asking 75, at 53-50 we're gonna go, but I got now, but I got 53-50, ladies and gentlemen, I'm klaar, at 53-50 laaste kans hier so, at 53 but I got 50 to go, at 53-75 sien ek 54, my bots 53-75, at 53 but now, but I got 75 now, at 53 at 75 asking 54, at 53-75, but I got now, but I got 53 but I got 75, at 54 to go, at 53-75 dames hier is julle almal klaar, at 53 but I got 75, fair warning, at 53 but I got now, but I got 75 dames here once, 53-75 twice, all out and all done. 53-75 we sell them by donkey 5017. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on lot number 16. Lot number 16, dames en heren, have a good look here. Lot number 16 is 100 bitter mooi colors, dames en heren. Lot number 16, Hartbeesfontein colors. So jou laaipunt is op die plaas en jou weegpunt gaan wees Hartbeesfontein silo's. 100 colors, precies helfte. Hulle weeg 250 kilogram. Charolais, Simmentaler, Bonsmara type colors. Hulle is klaar geënt teen back and close hier in maart maand, dames en heren. Hy's regtig goeie colors in die mark. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle. Right, ladies and gentlemen, who says? What do we do here? Top colors are, dames en heren, wie sê op hulle number, but yeah, asking 50 to go. Ek het 49 ander, ek het 49, but I got 25, but I got number, I got 49, but I got 50 now, but I got 75, but I got 40, but I got 50 now. At 20, but I got 50, 25, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 75, but I got 50, 75. At 51 on the floor. At 51, but now, but I got 51, 25, 51, 50 now, but I got 75, but I got 52 to go. At 52, at taking under, I got 52, but I got now, but I got 52. At 20, I got 25, 52, but I got 25, but I got now, but I got 52, but I got 25. At 52, but I got 25, 5, yeah. At 52, 25, bid, now, but I got 52, but I got 25, but now, but I got 52, but I got 25. At 52, 50, at 52, but I got 50 now. At 52, 50 now, but I got now, but I got 52, 50, 75, but I got 52, 75. At 52, but I got 75, but yeah. At 52, but I got 75, 5, but now, but I got 52, but I got 75. At 52, 75, ladies and gentlemen, kyk net hierso. At 52, but I got 75, 52, but I got 75, call moenie fout maak hierso nie. At 52, but I got 75. At 52, but I got 75, but I got 52, but I got 75, asking 53. At 52, but now, but I got 75, ladies and gentlemen, I got now, but I got 52, but I got now. At 75, I'm asking 53 to go. I know as you know. At 52, but I got 75, ladies and gentlemen, I got 53. I got 53 now. At 53, but I got 53. At 53, but now, but I got 53. Op 53, I got 53. 3, but I got 53, ladies and gentlemen. Op 53, and I got 53 now, but I got 53, I got 53, 3, but now, but I got 53, at 53, dames en heren, almal klaar, at 53, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go, yeah, at 53, and all out and done, once at 53, twice at 53, almal klaar, and knocked them down and sold them at 53. 5028 is ons koper. Dit is wat vir my aangedui was. Ek gaan hulle verkoop 5028. Lot 17. Lot 17, dames en heren, ons is in Vryburg omgewing, lot 17 in Vryburg omgewing. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle. Baie mooi colors. Hierdie colors word geweeg op Vryburg en afgelaai by die houkraal. Lot 27 is 16 bil colors, 11 vers colors wat 275 gaan weeg, dames en heren. Klaar gespeende colors. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Mooi kwaliteit, dames en heren, moenie foute maak op hulle nie, ladies and gentlemen, who says? Ask them on a minute, we say now but to go. Take it away, ladies and gentlemen, but now but to go. Sien ek op hulle nou, dames en heren, we say now but 49 to go, but I got 49. Ek het maar I got 49, but now but I got 49, and I got now but I got 49 now. Het 49, now but I got 49, but now but I got 49, 9. Het 49, but now but I got 49, and I got 49, ladies and gentlemen, who says that I got 49 to go, but I got 49. Het 49, and I got 49, but now but I go. Sien ek 48, dan gaan ek aan. The bid's 48. at 48 to go. At 48 to attack. At 48 to bid, yeah. Ek het 48 number, ek het 48. Op 48 number, ek het 25, 48, 25 bid. At 48, 50. At 48, 50 bid number, ek het 48, ek het 50, 75. At 48, 75, ladies and gentlemen, bid number, ek het 48, ek het 75. At 48 at 75, ladies and gentlemen, bid number, ek het 48, 75 now. At 48 at 75, ladies and gentlemen, are we all out and done? Yeah. At 48, I got 75, but now, but I got 48, 75, asking 49. At 48, but I got now, but I got 75, but I got now, but I got 49, but I got 49. At 49, I got 49, bid, what about now, but I got 49. At 49, I got now, but I got 49, at 9, but now, but I got 49, ladies and gentlemen. At 49, the bid. At 49, are we all out and done? Now, I got 49, 49 now. At 49, at 9, I got 49, but I got 49. At 49, we go, ladies and gentlemen, at 49, at 49 once, 49 twice, fair warning, no more. And we sell them 49 by number 5024. Right, dames en heren, lot nummer 18. Lot nummer 18 is weer Vryburg kalvers, dames en heren, bitter mooi kalvers. Hierdie kalvers word ook geweeg in die dorp en afgelaai by Karoo se houkraal. En daar 60 in die pakkie, 32 bulkalvers, 28 verskalvers van 265 kg. Almal suiwer by ons mares, dames en heren, en hierdie kalvers is ook in maart maand geënt teen bek en klauseer. Right, so dames en heren, hier is prentjie mooi by ons mare kalvers, dames en heren, wie sê op hulle 49, dan gaan ek aan 49 to go. Het, so I got 49, ladies and gentlemen, I got 49. Het 49, I got number, I got 49, bid, number, I got 49. At 49 is kwaliteit, dames en heren, I got 49, dankie. At 49, the bid, number, I got 49. At 49, I got 49, but I got 25 at 49, but I got 25 at 50, number, 49, 50 number to go. At 75, I got 50 number, 50. At 58, I got op die vloer. At 50, bid, number, I got 25. 50, 25 at 50, 50. At 50, 50, dankie, but I got 50, 50. At 50, 50, number, I got 50, 50 is a vloer bid. At 50, 50. At 50, 50. Now, but I got 75, 50, 75, 50, 75 now, 51. And I got 51, and I got 25, but now, but I got 51 at 25, and I got 51, 25, at 51, 50, at 51, 50, 50 now, but I got 75, and I got 51 at 75 now. At 51, 75 is your board. At 51 at 75, and I got now, but I got 51, 50. Sorry, 51, 75 is a floor, guys. 52, online as you will. 51.75, at 51.75 is op die vloer, 52 nou, at 52, at 52, but I got 52.25, 52.25, dankie, and I got 52, but I got 25 bid, at 52.25, but I got 52.50, and I got 52.50 bid now, at 52.50, way back online, 52.75, 52, but I got 75, vloerbord now, at 52, but 75, but I got 53 to go, at 52, but I got 75, 52, 75, but I got 53, 53, dankie, ek het 53, maar I got 53, at 53, dan number again, I got 53, at 3, but again, I got 53, 25, 53, 25. At 53, but now, but I got 25, at 5, but again, I got 53, 25, at 53, 50, at 53, but now, but I got 50, 50, now, but again, now, but I got 53, 50, at 53, but again, I got 50, what Marcos now, at 53, 50, but now, but again, I got 53, 50, now, but I go, at 3 and 5, I got 53, 50, CNX 75, at 53, 50, but now, but again, I got 3 and 5, at 53, 50, ladies and gentlemen, asking a last chance, the bids on Swift. Once and twice, knock down, 53.50. By Donkey, koper is 5019. Donnie, is jy op die lyn? Kom gou hier. Lot nummer 19, dames en heren. Ons is in die kameelomgewing, na by Stella. Jou laaipunt, dames en heren, is op die plaas, en die weegpunt is by die kameel, by die silo's. 100 kalvers, helfte, top ons mare kalvers. Hulle weeg 250 kg. So hulle gaan glyskaal inskop vanaf 260 en hulle is geënt teen back and close seer in Junie maand, dames en here, lot number 19. Sorry, ek het nou net verkeerde inligting daarso gegee op die gewig. Net 'n regstelling. So die area is reg, kameel weeg op kameel, helfte, hulle weeg 230. 230 kg, so glyskaal vanaf 240. Is geënt teen back and close seer. Right, dames en here, kyk 'n bietjie mooi. 48 rand, dan gaan ek aan op hulle. 48 to go. At 48 ringgit, number at 48 ringgit, 25 at 48 ringgit, 25 at 50 number 48 50. At 48 ringgit, 50 50 number at 75 ringgit, 900 number at 49 25 49 ringgit, 50 to go. At 49 50 75 ringgit, 50 rand, we say yeah. At 50 bit number at 25 ringgit, 50 25 at 50 50 number at 50 50 75 50 75 51 to go. At 51 ringgit number at 51 at 1 ringgit, 51 25. At 51 20 number at 51 50 75 51 ringgit number at 75 51 75. At 51 at 75 at a number at 52 52 but number at 52 25 now. At 52 25 number at 52 but at 25, ladies and gentlemen. At 52 but at 25 5, yeah. At 52 25 but number at 52 but at 25 at number at 52 25. At 52 at 25 at 52 but number at 25, ladies and gentlemen. At 52 25 on Matladi shop 52 25 number at 52 50. At 52 but at 50. At 52 50 50 number at 52 50. At 52 but number at 50, ladies and gentlemen, asking 75. 52 50, yeah. At 52 but I got 50 now, but at 52 50, give me one more. At 52 50 now, but I got 2 and fight. At 52 but now, but I got 50 now, but I go. At 2 and fight now, but I got 52 50, last the can't see shaw. At 52 but I got 50 50 now, but I got 250. At 52 50, dames and gentlemen, at 52 50, we're gonna go now, but I got 52 50, I got 52 50, we go once. 52 50 twice. Derde laaste maal. Almal klaar. 52 50. Baie dankie, 52 50. Ons koper is 5028. Dankie baie. Hulle is verkoop 52 50 by 5028. Right, dames en here, ons is dan op lot nummer 20. Lot nummer 20, weer Vryburg omgewing, dames en here. Kyk net hierso. Ladies and gentlemen, 52 98 van hulle, 98 almal bulkalers, hulle weeg 250, dames en here. Kyk net hierso, ladies and gentlemen, Vryburg omgewing, hulle word afgelewer op Karoo se houkraal op Vryburg. Hulle is geënt in Junie maand teen back and close seer, en ek kan vir julle bysê, dames en here, hierdie kalvers wen omtrent elke jaar eerste, tweede of derde plek vir beste kalvers op ons Amalia Speenkalfveiling. So die kwaliteit sal 100% van die bestes wees wat jy gaan kry, dames en here. Hulle is gespeen, hulle is klaar droog, dames en here, gespeen Junie maand, and have a good look here. Vaccinated calves, van die heel bestes, een mooi vraggie, 98 bulkalvers, weighing 250, start me 50. At 50 het ek, 50 rand, 25. 50, 25, I got 50, 50 number, I got 75, I got 51. At 51, number, I got 25, 51, 50 number, I got 51, 75, I got 2, but I got 52, but I got 25, at 50 number, 52, 75. At 52, 75, I got 53, but I got 3, but I got 25, 53, 50 number to go. At 53, 50 number to go. At 53, 50, 50 number, I got 75, 54. At get feet and fight down under, I got 54 bid. At 25, but I got 54, 50 back on the floor. At 54, but I got 50 number to go, 54, 75. 55, at 55 op die vloer, and I got 55, 25, 55, 25 at 50, at 55 I got 50 now, at 55 at 50 bit now, at 55 I got 50 number but 55, 50, 75, at 55, 75, 56 at the gone, at 56 the bit, yeah, and I got 56, ladies and gentlemen. At 56, but now, at 6 and 5, I got 25, 56 at 25, I got 56, 50 on the floor, at 56, 50, I got 56, 50, at 56, 50 floor, yeah, at 56, 50, but now, at 56, 50, but now, but I got 75, at 57, I'm bid, at 57, but now, but I got 57, 7 again, I got now, but I got 57 now, at 57 is on the floor now, but again, I got 25, 57, 25, at 57, 50, and I got 57, 50, 50, now, but again, I got 57, 50, yeah, at 57, 50, 50, now, but again, I got 57, 50, but yeah, 75. At 57, 75, I got 58. 58 to the gone. At I got 58 to the bit now. At 58 the bit, ladies and gentlemen, now I got 58 at 8. Now I got 58. At 58 at 8, ladies and gentlemen, I got 25, 58, 25, 58, I got 50. At 58, 50, but now, and I got 58, 50, 50, now I got 58, 50, but I got 58, 50. 75. Go 59. And I got 59, dankie. And I got 59. At 59, at 9, at a bit now, but I got 59. At 9, and fight around, I got 59. At 59, it's a floor bid, guys. At 59, I got near, I got 25. 59, 25. At I got down, but I got 50. At 59, 50 bit, yeah. At 59, at 50 bit now, but I got 59 at 50, yeah. At 59, 50 bit now, but I got 59, 50 bit, yeah. At 59, 50, 50 now, but I got 59, but I got down, but I got 75, 59, 75. At 59, 75 at a bit now. At 59, 75, but I got now, but I got 59, 75. At 59, 75, but I got 59, 75. At 59, 75, maak gelijk geld op hulle. At 59 at 75, ladies and gentlemen. At 59 at 75, but I got now, but I got 59, 75. Sien ek nog enetjie op 60? 60. Ek het 60 en 'n bit 60. 60 bit now. 60 rand. At 60, 25. 56. 25 is online. At 56, I'm going to get 56. 60's 25 is online. 56, 20. Hear me again. 60, 25 is teen die vloer. My bod is online. Sien ek 50. Is dit bad dan? 60 rand en 25 cent. Almal klaar. Once, twice, third and last. We sell them. Baie dankie, Dewald. 5019. Right. Lot 21 dan, dames en here, lot nommer 21. Right, dames en here, ons is nou in die Ventersdorp omgewing. Ons laai hierdie kalvers op die plaas, dames en here, en ons weeg by Ventersdorp se silo, Senwes. 44 kalvers. Daar's net 7 versies. 37 bulkalvers, 7 versies. Hulle weeg 230. Mooi Droughtmaster Bonsmara kalvers, dames en here. Hulle is ook geënt teen back and close seer. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle, dames en here. Start my op hulle 49 rand, gaan ek aan. Dani, is jy reg met my verkoper? At I got number we say 49 the bid. And I got 49 East quality colors every time I got 49. What about now? At I got 49 the bid now, but I got number 49 at now. At 49 the bid now, but I got number I got 49 at 9 I got number I got 49. At 2 I got 50 number 49, but I got 50 50 now, but I got 75, but I got 50 number I fight on now. At 50 the bid now, but I got 25, but I got 50 25, but I got 50 50 number 50 50 now, but I got 75. At 50 75, but I got 51 51 but now, but I got 51. At 51 at 1 bit now, but I got 51. Ladies and gentlemen, I got 25 at 51 25. At 51 50 bit now, but I got 51, but I got 50. At 51 50 bit now. At 51 at 50 bit now, but I got 51 50 50 75 51 75, but I got 2, but I got 2, but I got but I got 52. At 2 and fight that number I got 52. 2 but I got number I got 52. At 52 but I got number I got 52 25. The bid's 52.25. At 52, but I got 25. 5, but I got 52. 25. Onthou, daar's net 7 versies. At 52, but I got 25. 5, but I got 52. 25. At 52, 25. 5, but I got 52, but I got 25 bid. At 52, 25, ladies and gentlemen, I got 52, but I got 25 now. At 52 at 25. 5, but I got 52 at 25. Are we all out and done? Yeah. At 52, 25, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go asking 52, 50 once. 52.25, we're going to go twice. Derde en laaste maal. At 52.25, 52.25, baie dankie. 5019. Dames en here, dan is ons op lot nummer 22, lot number 22, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 22, hierdie kalvers, dames en here, is in die Setlagoli omgewing. Jou laaipunt gaan wees by Stella veilingskraal, Karoo se veilingskraal, en jou weegpunt is dieselfde. So jou weegpunt en laaipunt is by Stella. Jy kom haal hulle daar, so dames en here. 100 kalvers, 65 bulkalvers, 35 verskalvers. Hulle is klaar gespeen, droë kalvers, dames en here, en hulle is ook klaar geënt, hierdie kalvers. Is ek reg as ek so sê, hulle is klaar geënt, back and close here. Hulle is klaar, nie hierdie, ja, klaar gespeen, nog nie gespuit. Right. 100%. Ok, net 'n regstelling met wat ek gesê het daarso. Hierdie is dan nou nog nie geënt nie, klaar gespeen hierdie kalvers, dames en here. Bittermooi kalvers. Kyk hulle bietjie hierso, ladies and gentlemen. 100 van die bestes, soos julle kan sien daar, so mooi Simmentaler, Simbrag type colors, dames and here, and ladies and gentlemen, who says, and what do we do on them, take it away now a bit, start me, 49, en ek het number, ek het 49, dis net mooie volvraag, 100 colors, dames and here, jy laai hulle op by die veilingskraal, the bid 49 now, ek het 49, maar ek het 25, maar ek het 49, maar ek het 25, maar ek het 59, maar ek het 49, maar ek het 75, maar ek het, ja, at 49, 75, maar ek het 49, 75 on the floor, at 49, maar ek het 75, 50, 50, now, but I got 25, but I got 50, 25, 50, 25 now, at 50, 50, at taking under, I got 50, 75, 50, 75, at 51, 51, don't give it under, I got 51, at 25, but I got 51, 50, now, but I got 51, 75, but now, at 51, 75, but I got 2, but I got number, I got 52, I got 2 and 5, I got 25, 52, but I got 25, but I got number, 52, 25, at 52, but I got 25, but I got number, I got 52, at 25, at 52, 25 is on the floor, ladies and gentlemen, number, I got 52, 25, at 52, but I got 25, kykie gewig op alle dames, here, at 52, 25, but I got number, I got 52, but now, but I got 25, it's a floor bid, 52.50. Is online, 52.75, 52.75, we're back on the floor, at 52, but I got 75, at Taraganda, I got 52.75, Scenic 3 and 5, at 52, but I got 75, 5, but now, but I got 52, but I got 75, at 52.75, but I got 53, 3 and 5 now, at 53, the bird now, but I got 3 and 5, at 53, but now, but I got 53 here, I get 3 and 5 now, but I got 53, at 3, but I got 53, at 3 and 5 down, I got 53, 25, at 53, but I got 25 bid, at 53, but now, but I got 25 at 5, but I got 53, but I got 25 at 53, 25, 5, but I got now, but I got 53, 25, ladies and gentlemen, at 53 at 25, but I got 53, but I got 25, it's a floor bid, at 53, 25, but now, but I got 53 at 25, we're going to go, at 53, 25, number 50, at 53, 50, at 53, but I got 50 now, at 53, 50, nog enige daar so, at 53, but I got 50 now, but yeah, at 53, 50, 75, at 53, but I got 75, but now, but I got 53, but now, but I got 75, at 53, 75, kyk na die lekker Simmentaler colors, at 53, but I got 75, dames here, Ek's op die vloer op 53, 75, asking 54, and I got 53, but now, but I got 75, ladies and gentlemen, is jy allemaal klaar, but I got 53, but now, but 54, at 54, die kant, I got 54 on now, at 54, the bird now, but I got 54 on, I got 54 now, at 54 on, I got 54, forward, but now, but I got 54, we're gonna go, at 54, but I got 25, 54, but now, but I got 25, at 54, but I got 25, but I got now, but I got 54, but I got 25, at 54, at 25, asking 54, 50, at 54, but now, but I got 25, 5, yeah. At 54, 25, but I got now, but I got 54, 25, dames en heren, allemaal klaar. At 54, but I got 25, dames en heren, but I got 54, 25, we're gonna go. At 54, 25, my bot is op die vloer, teen julle aanlyn. At 54, 25, now once, ladies and gentlemen. At 54, 25, twice, derde, en laaste maal. Sell him on the floor, 54, 25 by Donkey, en ek gee sommer daar so nommer 2. Dames en heren, lot nummer 23, lot nummer 23, ladies and gentlemen, ons is weer in die Vryburg omgewing. Hierdie pak colors, dames en heren, sal julle sien, mooi Simmentaler, Simbra type colors, bietjie Beefmaster colors ook daar so, dames en heren. Hulle is klaar geënt teen back and close. Hulle is 51, waarvan daar 32 verse is, regstelling, 32 bull colors en 19 verse. Hulle gaan 260 weeg, dames en heren, ons speen hulle die dag wat ons laai, en hierdie colors gaan gelewer word op Vryburg by die houkraal, so jou weegpunt is Vryburg, jy kom laai hulle op by die Karoo houkraal, dames en heren. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle, hier's 'n bitter mooi pakkie colors, moenie foute maak op hulle nie, asking 49. Het 49 rand, number, I got 49, ladies and gentlemen, I got 49 to go. Ek het 49 rand, I got 49 bid, number, I got 49 at 9, I got 49, het 49 rand, I got 49 at 9, but now, but I got 49 bid. At 49, ladies and gentlemen, I got 49, take it, number 49, take it away, yeah. At 49 rand, I got 49, at 49 rand, I got 49, 49, ladies and gentlemen, I got 49, donkey. At 49, I got number, I got 25 to go. At 49, but I got 25, 49, 25, but now, but I got 49, 25. At 49, but I got 25 to go, but I got number 49, 25, 49, 25. At 49 at 25, ladies and gentlemen. At 49, the bid 25, but I got number, I got 49, 25, but now, but I got 49, 25, Scenic 50. At 49, 25, julle mis goeie colors hier so. At 49, 50, and I got 49, 50 bid now. At 49, 50, ladies and gentlemen, but now, but I got 49, 75, but I got 49, 75 bid. At 49, at 75 to go. At 49, 75, 40, but I got 50. 5 rand saw. At 50 bit now, but I got 50. I get 5 rand, but I got 25. 50, 25, but I got 50, 25. At 50, 25, but now, but I got 50, 50. I get 5 rand, but I got 50, 50. At 50 rand and 50 cents, yeah, but I got 50, 50, but now. At 5, but I got 75, 50, 75. But I got 50, 75. At 50, 75, but now, but I got 51 as you will. At 50, 75, dames, but I got 51 to go as you will. I got 50, 75. At 50, 75. But now, but I got 50, 75. At 50, 75, dames, but I got 50, 75. Julle moenie foute maak hierso nie. At 50, 75, we're gonna go. At 50 rand en 75 cent, I got 50, 75, 51. And but now, but I got 51 now. Ek het 51 rand, I got 25, 51, 25. At 51, 25, but I got now, but I got 51, 50. And I got 51, 50 bid. At 51.50 now, and a bit now, but I got 51.75, 51.75, 52 to go. At 8, but I got 2, but I got 2 and 5. At 52, the bid, yeah. At 52, but I got 52, 2 bit now, but I got 52, ladies and gentlemen. Up 2 and 5 around, I got 25, 52, 25, yeah. At 52, but a bit now, but I got 25. At 52, but I got 25 now. At 52, 25, but I got now, but I got 52, but a bit now, but I got 25. At 52, 25, seen 5 down, but I got now, but I got 52, 50 as you will. At 52, 25, the bid, ladies and gentlemen. At 52, but now, but I got 25, but I got number 52, 25, we're going to go. At 52, 25, we go once. 52, 25 twice. Derde en laaste maal. 52, 25 by a donkey. And we sell them to 5017. Right, dames en heren. Ons bring dan lot nummer 24. Lot 24, dames en heren, is kalvers in Potchefstroom omgewing. Hierdie kalvers word gelaai op die plaas Turfvlei, Potchefstroom, en jou weegpunt gaan wees Senwes Siloes in Potchefstroom. Hulle is 35 en is almal bulkalvers, 35 almal bulkalvers, dames en heren. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle. What do we do, ladies and gentlemen? Almal bulkalvers, kyk net daar so, dames en heren, wie sê op hulle. Right, ladies and gentlemen, who says number a bit now? Het sien ek number to go. Onthou dis almal bulkalvers hierdie. At 49 the bid number 49. At 49 the bid, ladies and gentlemen, number got 49 at 9 got 49 number a bit yeah. At 49 ander got number got 49 9 bid number got 49. At 49 the bid, ladies and gentlemen, op 49 ander got number 48 to start. Ekskuus tog. Ek het 48, at 48, 25, 48, 25, at 48, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 75, at 49, but now, but I got 50, 50 now, but I go, at 49, 50, 50 now, but I 49, but I got 50, at 49, 50, see, I get under, I got now, but I got 49, 50 on the ground, I got now, but I got 75, but I got 50, I get 5 around now, at 50 bit now, but I got 25, I got now, but I got 50, 25, at 50, 25, but I got now, but I got 50, 25, at 50, 25, but now, but I got 50, 25, but I got now, but I go, I get 5 around and 25 cent, I got 50, 50 bit now, at 50, 50, I got 5, at 50, 50, the bit, ladies and gentlemen, I got 50, 50, at 5 around and 5 cent, I got now, but I got 50, 50, at 5 around and 5 cent, I got 50, 50, ladies and gentlemen, are we all out and done? Yeah, but I got 50, 50 now, at 5 around and 5 cent, I got 50, 50, ladies and gentlemen, but I got 50, 50, up 5 around and 5 cent, I'm clear at 50, 50, we go once, twice, and knock down at 50, 50. Ek gaan hom net STC maak, ek sal die verkoper bel. So they sold STC. Lot 25, dames en heren, lot 25. Lot 25, dames en heren, kyk net hierso. Ons is weer in Barkley West, dames en heren. Hierdie pakkie kalvers, Charolais, Bonsmara kruiskalvers, dames en heren, daar is 58 in die pakkie, waarvan daar 28 bulkalvers is en 30 verse. Hulle gaan so 280 weeg, so ons aangeduide gewig dan 280, dames en heren. Hierdie plaaslike kalvers is almal geënt teen back and close in Junie maand, dames en heren, soos klaar geënte kalvers. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle, dames en heren, bitter mooi kwaliteit, en wie sê op hulle, dames en heren. Jou laaipunt is op die plaas, jou weegpunt, Barkley West, by die silo, dames en heren. Right. Take them away, ladies and gentlemen. We see up a number bit, yeah. It's in the VC, I more colors, number we see up a number bit, yeah. Take them away, down, we see, but I can number 49 to go. I get 48, but I got 25, but I got 48, but I got 50 number to go. At 48, 75, but I got number, I got 48, but I got 75. At 48, at 75, but I got number, I got 48, 75 bid number to go. At 48, I got 75, 5 but number, I got 48, I got 75, ladies and gentlemen. At 48, I got number, I got 75, 5 but I got number, I got 48. 75 kyk net hierso. Hier's top colors, dames en here, julle moenie foute maak hierso nie. At 48 I got 75, 5 but now but I got 48 but I got 75. At 48 at 75, ladies and gentlemen, here I got 48, 75, do I see 49? At 49 I got 49. 25. 49 but I got 25. At 49 but I got 25 bid. At 49 but I got 25. But I got 49 at 25. At 49 at 25 a bit now. At 49 25, ladies and gentlemen, I got 49 at 25 now. At 49 50 to go. At 49 at 25 but I got 49 25 dames I got 49 at 25. At 49 25 but I got 49 25 dames at 49 at 25 at 5 I got 49 25. At 49 I got 49 25 but now I got 49 at 25 dames at 49 25 I'm asking 50. At 49 25 50 49 50 49 50 bid. At 49 but I got 50 here. At 49 50 bid now but I got 49 50 50 now but I got 49 50 dames at 49 at 50 bid now but I got 49 but I got 5 number I got 49 50. What about 75? At 49 but I got 50 asking 49 75 also no. At 49 50 50 now but I got 49 50 dames is allemaal klaar. At 49 at 50 bid ja. At 49 50 50 now but I got 49 50 ek gee jou kansie daarso. At 49 50 are we all out and done with that maar I got 49 50 almal geënt onthou. At 49.50 we go once here. At 49.50 we go twice. Third and last time. 49.50 the bid. 49.50. Die baas sê ek sit hulle STC. They subject to confirmation. Ek sal julle 'n lykie gee net na die veiling. My hoogste beurt teken ek aan 5017. Right. Okay, so lot 25 is STC, koper was 5017. Gaan julle 'n lykie gee net na die veiling. 25A is the next lot. 25A. Right, dames en here, kyk 'n bietjie hierso. Is Tosca colors wat ons nou gaan verkoop. Hierdie colors, dames en here, word ook op die plaas geweeg en gelaai. So geuite plaasskaal, dames en here. So die laaipunt en weegpunt is op die plaas. En dis so 15 km van Tosca af, dames en here. Uitstaande kwaliteit. Hierdie colors is die enigste pakkie, dames en here, waar ons 'n bietjie laai vereiste het. Dis weens die logistiek en die poste wat nader gebring moet word om te speen. So ons moet volgende week en Dinsdag middag of Woensdag vroeg. Dis ons twee laai opsies. Ek is seker ons sal daai logistiek rondom die colors kan hanteer saam met julle. Hulle is 200 colors, 101 bil colors, 99 vers colors, gemengde Simbra tipe, Charolais tipe colors, dames en here, uitstekende kwaliteit. Hierdie colors is geënt teen back and closure, dis nie by julle aangedui nie, maar hulle is geënt teen back and closure. Right, dames en here, hier is hulle nou. Hulle weeg 300 van die heel bestes in die bedryf, dames en here. Kyk, hulle bietjie mooi, dames en here, what do we do here? You talk to me, ladies and gentlemen, who says number to go. En sien ek op hulle number to go, 48 the bid. Ek het 48, maar ek het 48, 25. At 48, ek het 50 number 48, 75, ek het 48, 75, but number 49, 49, 25. At 49, 25, ek het 50 number, ek het 75, ek het 50, ek het 25, at 50, 25. At 50, 50 number, 50, 50, 75 is on the floor. At 50, 75, ek het 51, 51, but number, ek het 51 now. Ek het 51, ek het 51, at 1, but number, ek het 51. At 51, ek het 51, 50 number, 51, 50 number, but yeah. At 51, 75, I got 52, 52 on now. At 52, but now I got 25, 52, 25 at 52, 50. At 52, but I got 50 now. At 52, 50, 50, but I got 52, 50. At 52, 50 on I got 52, 50. At 52, but I got 50, 50 now, but I 52, 50 dames hier is helemaal klaar. At 52, 50 now, but now I got 52, 50, 50 now, but I go. At 52, 50, ladies and gentlemen, I got 52, 50 van die bestes in die bedryf, dames hier. 52, 75, 53. Ek het 53 nou. at 53 the bid, at 53 rand at 53, at 53 rand at 53, 3 bid now but at 53, 25, at 53 at 50, at 53, 50 bid now, at 53, 50 bid now but at 53, 50, yeah, 75, 53, 75, at 54 to go, at 53 bid now but at 75, but at 53, 75, at 53 at 75, meneer Amatla, but at 53 bid now but at 75 now, ek het 53, 75 aan number 53, but at 75, ladies and gentlemen, at 53, 75, asking 54, at 53, 75 we go once, twice, all out and done. 53, 75 by a donkey, 5017. Dames en heren, lot nummer 26. Lot 26, ladies and gentlemen. Dames en heren, ons verkoop nou hierdie kalvers uit Forster's Hoop uit. Hierdie Forster's Hoop kalvers word geweeg en gelewer op Vryburg. So jy laai hulle op as koper by die Karoo houkraal. Dames en heren, daar is 60 van hierdie kalvers, 34 bulkalvers, 26 verse. En dan hulle weeg 320. Hierdie kalvers is ook klaar teen back and closure geënt. Right, ladies and gentlemen, kyk net hierso. Bittermooi sterk swaar kalvers, dames en heren, Charolais kruis kalvers, wie sê op hulle? 48 te bid. Het 48 rand druk na but I got 48 bid, ja. Het 48 to 25 but I got 48 but I got 50 now but I 48 75. Het 48 75 but I got now but I got 49 49 25 but I got 49 25 but I got 50 now but I got 75. Het 75 on the floor, but I got 50 to go. At 59 at 75, but I got 50 under, I got 25, 50, 25. At 50, 25, but I got number, I got 50, 50 number, 50, 50 number, 75. At 50, 75 bid. At 50, 75, we go 51. At 51, but number, and 50 under, I got 51 at 1 now. At 1 and 50 under, I got 51 at 1, but now, but I got 25, but 51, 25, 51, 50. And I got 51, 50, but now. At 51, 75. 51, 75, 51, but I got 75, but I got 51, 75, 51, but I got 2, but I got 52. I got 2 and 5 I got 52, ladies and gentlemen, I got 2 and 5 the number of 52, 2, but I got 25, 52, but I got 25, at 52, 25, but now, but I got 52 at 25, but I got 52, 25, at 52, but I got 25 at 52, but now, but I got 25, 5, yeah, at 52, 25, ladies and gentlemen, but now, but I got 52 at 25 bid now, at 52, but now, but I got 25, but I got 52, but I got 25, but I got 52, 50 as julle wil laaste kans at 52, 50, and I got 52, 50, at 52, 50, but now, at 52, 50, but now, but I got 52, but 50 now, at 52, 50, at 52, 50, 75, 52, 75. Sien ek 53. At 52, 75, yeah. At 52, but now, but I got 75, but I got 52, 75 now. At 52, 75, dames en heren, matla, but I got 53, 53, but I got 53. At 53, I take it again, but I got 53, 3, but now, but I got 53. Up 53, but now, but I got 53, 3, come back at 53, 25. At 53, but now, but I got 53, but I got 53, 3, now, but now, but I got 53. Up 53, matla, but I got 53. We're going to go at 53, fair warning once. 53 twice, derde en laaste maal. Hoe het jy nou gemaak? Just hold on. Wat het ingekom en toe het hy onmiddellik toegemaak. Right. Okay, so hy's betyds ingewees. So die bot is 53.25. Jy het nog kans 53.50. 53.50. 53.50. At 53.50 bid now. 53.50 bid, yeah. At 53.50 bid now, but I got 53.50. At 53.50, ladies and gentlemen, bid now, but 53.50. At 53.50. Fair warning. Once, twice. Almal klaar? 53.50. 5035, my koper, dankie. Right, lot nummer 27, dames, julle lot number 27, kyk net hierso. Lot 27, ladies and gentlemen, hier is vir julle pragtige pakkie kalvers, dames en here. Uitstaande ligte kalvers, dames en here. Daar's 80 in die pakkie. 40 bulkalvers, 40 verskalvers, klaar geënt teen back and closure. Hulle weeg 225 kg. So die glyskaalskop in vanaf 235. Weereens, dames en here, ons laai op die plaas en dan die weegpunt is dan Barkley West Siloes, dames en here. Baie goeie ligte kalvers hierso, dames en here. Moenie foute maak op hulle nie, ladies and gentlemen. 80 in die pakkie En kyk hulle bietjie mooi, ladies and gentlemen, who says aan hulle. Ek het 48 rand, ek het 48, ek het 25, at 48, ek het 50, now ek het 75, at 49 to go. Ek het 49 rand, ek het 49, but now ek het 49, now ek het 25, at 49, but ek het 25, at 49, 25, ek het now ek het 49, but ek het 25, at 5, ek het number 49, 25, at 49, but ek het 25, at 50, ek het 49, 50, at 49, 50, at ticketing under ek het 49, but ek het 75, but ek het now, at 50 rand, ticketing under ek het 50, 50, but now, at 50 rand, but ek het 50 rand, ek het 50, 50, now but I go, op 50 rand, ek het 50, now but I go, at 50, but I got 25, 50, 25, at 50, but now but I got 25, at 5, ek het 50, but I got 25, yeah, at 50 rand en 25 cent, meneer Amatla, but 50, but I got 25, at 50, 25, but now but I got 50, 25 now, at 50, but I got 25, at 5, I got 50, 25, at 50 rand 25, dames en heren, Amatla, but 50, 25, come back, yeah, at 50, 25, but I got 50, 25, at 5, I got now but I got 50, 25, at 50, 25, but now but I got 50, at 25, meneer Amatla, at 50, 25, ladies and gentlemen, I got 50 rand en 25 cent, at 50, 25, we all are and done, yeah, at 50, 25, dames en heren, Amatla, at 50, 25, we're gonna go, ladies and gentlemen, at 50, 25, fair warning, at 50, 25, we go once, at 50, 25, we go twice, derde en laaste maal at 50, 25, is I'm going down at 50, 25, at 50, 25, ladies and gentlemen, at 50, 25, at 50, 25, derde en laaste maal. We knocked them down at 50 and 25. 50 rand 25. Geef my net so kansie om te hoor wat sê die baas vir my. Is hulle reg? Right. Dankie 5022. Koper is 5022. Dames en heren, lot nummer 28. Lot nummer 28. Piet Plessis colors, dames en heren. Right, lot 28, ladies and gentlemen, is Piet Plessis colors. Hierdie colors gaan geweeg word op Piet Plessis by die Boere Unie se skaal en dan word hulle gelewer by Stella veilingskraal van Karoo Ochse. Is 46 in die pakkie, dames en heren. 9 bulkalers, 37 verskalers, Bovelder kalers, dames en heren. Moenie foute maak op hulle nie, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle. Sliding scale kicks in from 270. Right, dames en heren, we see up hulle naby bit, ja. Het praat my dames en heren, we see up hulle naby to go. What about 48 to start? Right, ek start op 45 rand, ek het 45, ladies and gentlemen, at 45, at 25, at 45, ek het 25, at 45, ek het 50, 50, now but I go, at 45, at now but I got 50, 50, now but I got 45, 50, at 45, at 50, 50, now but I got 45, 50, 50, now but I go, at 45, at 50, dames en heren, we say, at 45, ek het now but I got 45, 50, 50, ladies and gentlemen, we say no, at 45, at 50, 50, now but I got 45, 50, at 45, ek het 50, 50, now but I got 45, ek het 50, now but I go, at 45, 50, now but 45, 50, 50, donkey, but I got 45, 50 at the now. At 75 on the floor. At 49, but I got 75, 49, 75, do I see 46? At 46 now, and I got 46 bid. At 46, I got 46, at 46 a bit now, but I got 46. At 46, ladies and gentlemen, I got now, but I got 46 here. At 46, are we all out and done? Up 46, but now, but I got 46, we're gonna go. At 46 rand, ladies and gentlemen, now, but I got 46. At 46, somebody on my but I got 46 pretty mooi pakkie versies. At 46, we all out and done. At 46, gonna go now. At 46, ladies and gentlemen, we go once. 46 twice. They're the last amount. At 46, the bid. Dankie baie. Koper is 5022. Ons verkoop hulle. Dames en heren, dan bring ek vir julle lot nummer 29. Lot nummer 29, uitstaande pak kalers, dames en heren, uit die Martsani omgewing. Hierdie kalers gaan geweeg word by Martsani en afgelewer word by Karoo se veilingskraal, by die Boere Unie kraal, by Martsani, daarso dames en heren. Daar's 170 en daar's 90 bulkalers, 80 verskalers. Hulle gaan 270 weeg en is almal Simmentaler kruiskalers daarso dames en heren. Hulle is geënt teen back and closure in April maand en kyk net hierso. Uitstekende kwaliteit dames en heren. Moenie foute maak op hulle nie, ladies and gentlemen. 170 in die pakkie. Right, ladies and gentlemen, who says? Start my op hulle, sien ek 50 rand op hulle. 48 te bid. Ek het 48, dankie. And I got number 48, and I got 25, and I got number 48, and I got 50, 50, number 48, but I got 75. At 48, at 75, but number 49, 49, but I got 25, at 49, but I got 25. At 49, 50, 50, number 49, 50, 50, number 75. At 49, at 75, but I got 50, 50, number 50 now. At 50, 25, 50, 25, but now. At 50, 50, at 50, 50, but yeah. At 50, 75, 50, 75, but I got number 50, 75. At 51 to go. At 50, 75, but I got 51, 51, but now I got 51 at 25, 51, but I got 25. At 51 at 25, at 5, but I got number 51, 25 bid. At 51 at 25, but I got number 51 at 25, at 5, but I got 51, 50. 51, 50, and about number 51, 50, at 51, 50, but number 51 at 50, 50, number 51, 50, so at 51, 50, number at 75, 51, 75. Asking 52 at 51 at 75, but again, I got 51 at 75, but again, I got number 51, 75, 52. I got 2 and 5, the under, I got 2, but I got number 52 bed. At 2 and 5, the under, I got 2, 2, but again, I got 52. At 2 and 5, the under, I got 2, but I got 25, 52, 25. At 52 at 25, at 5, but again, I got 52 at 25. At 52, 25 bed, number I got 52, but 25, but 5, but again, I got 52, 50. At 52, 50 bed, yeah. I got 2 and 5, at 52, 50 is on Swift now. At 52, 50. Asking 52.75 at 52, but about 50 now, but I got 75 as well. At 52.75, donkey. At 52 at 75, what about 53? At 52 at 75, but again, I got 52.75. At 52 at 75, but now, but I got 52.75. At 52.75 is a vloerbord now. Sien ek 53. At 52.75, ladies and gentlemen, we go. At 52.75, we're going to go fair warning. 52.75, dames en heren, but I got 52.75 at 53. Ek het 53 nou at 53, but I got 53 at 53 ander I got 53 at 3, but now but I got 53 op 53 ander I got 53 3, but now but I got 53 op 53 ander I got 53 at 3, but now but I got 53 now op 53 ander I got now but I got 53 is jy almal klaar op 53 ander I got 53 at 3, but now but I got 53 we're gonna go at 53, dames en heren, almal klaar, but I got 53 dames number 53 once, fair warning twice, derde en laaste maal. We knock them down at 53 by a donkey. Dames en heren, lot nummer 30. Lot nummer 30, dames en heren, hierdie is Kalers in Vryburg omgewing. Daar is 65 van hulle, net 6 versies, 59 ossies. Hulle weeg 210 geënt teen back and close hier in Junie. En hierdie kalvers word geweeg in Vryburg en afgelewer by die Karoo houkraal op Vryburg, dames en heren. Lekker ligte kalvers, 210 kg. Moenie foute maak op hulle nie. Start my op hulle, dames en heren, wie sê. And what do we do now, maar wie sê 49 aan, dan gaan ek aan 48 te bid. At 48 het ek, dankie. At 25 bid number 48, but ek het number 48, ek number 48, ek 48. Ek het 48 aan, ek 48, asking 25. At 48 bid number 48, number 48. Op 48 aan, ek number 25, at 48, but ek 50, 50 number 48, but ek 50 now 75. At 48, 75, ek 49, 49 now. Ek het 49 aan, maar ek 25. 49, 25, 49, 50. At 49, but I got 50, 50 now, but I got 49, but I got 50, 50 now, but I go. At 49, 50, I got 75, 49, 75. At 49, at 75, but I got number, I got 49, 75. At 49, at 75, but I got 50. At 50 now, I get 50 under, I got 50 now. At 50 under, but now, but I got 50, 50 now, but I 50. At 50, I'm bid number, I got 50, 50 now, but I got 50. At 50 rand, I'm bid number, I got 50 net 7 versies, so. Op 50 under, I got 50, ladies and gentlemen. Op 58, I got 50, 50 now, but I 50 under, I got 50 is op die vloer. At 50 na by 50 rand, meneer almal klaar. At 50 na by 50 rand nou. At 50 is jy almal klaar op 50 rand, meneer almal klaar. But I got 50, we're gonna go fair warning. Op 50 rand, once, twice, and sold. At 50, by donkey, is dit 'n nuwe nommertjie. Nommer 3. Right, dames en heren, lot nummer 31, lot nummer 31. Kyk net hierso, dames en heren. Van die bestes wat jy gaan kry. Charolais kruiskalvers, dames en heren, wat jy nie elke dag kry nie. Rywilo omgewing. Dames en heren, hulle word geweeg op Rywilo en gelewer by Karoo veilingskraal op Rywilo. Hulle is 178 as 87 bulkalvers, 91 verskalvers, dames en here. Hulle weeg 92, so die glyskaal gaan inskop van 300 en kyk net hierso. Hulle is in my maand geënt teen back and close. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi, dames en here. Shirley kruiskalvers, julle weet wat maak hulle in die kraal, dames en here. Moenie foute maak op hulle nie. Jy laai hulle op by die Karoo veilingskraal op Privilo, dames en here. Kyk net hierso. Right, nou dames en here, wie sê daar is hulle bitter mooi kwaliteit kalvers. Hier sê number 49. 49 attack. I'm bid now, but I got 49 on the floor, but I got 25, 49, 50. At 49, but I got 50 now, but I got 49, 75. At 49 at 75, but I got 5 and I got now, but I got 50, 25, 50, 25. At 50, but now, but I got 25, but I got 50, 25. At 50, 25, but now, but I got 50, 25. Okay, no. At 50, 25, but I got now, but I got 50, 25. At 50, 50 now, but I got 75, but I got 51. At 51 is OP fluid, but I got 51 now. I got 25, 51, 25, but I 51, 25. At 50 now, but I 51, 50. I got 50. At 51, 50, but now, but 51, 50. At 51, 50, but yeah. At 51, 75, but I got now, but 52 to go. At 52 is Jonas, you will. At 52 is Opie Fluid. At 52, the bird now, but I got 52, 52, but now, but I got 52, now 25, 52, 25. At 52, but I got 25, at 5, but I got 52, 50, now, but I 52, 75 now. At you 52, 50 by you? Opie Fluid, okay. 52, 50. At 52, but at 50, now we go 75, 52, 75, I take now, 53, at 53 on the floor, I get 3 and 5 now, at about 53 now, I get 3 and 5 now, I get 53 at 3, but now, but I got 53, up 3 and 5 under, I get 53 now, but I get 53 now, up 3 and 5 under, but now, but I got 53, 25, at 53, but now we back on the floor, yeah. Okay, dit is 'n bod daarso, 53.75. Ek's nou weer teen die vloer. 54 is nou op die vloer. 54. 54 on the floor. And I got now, but I got 54. Like my ons is weer nou mooi op lyn. At 54, but now, but I got 54. At 54, but I got 54 now. At 54, but I got 54 bid, now, but I got 54. At 54, but I got 54 bid, now, but I got 54, asking 25. At 54, but I got 54, ladies and gentlemen. Are we all out and done here? But I got 54. At 54 we go, but I got 54. Op 54 we go once, twice, and knock them down at 54. As ek mag, baie dankie. En dit was koper 2 as ek reg onthou, nee. 2, baie 2. Is jy weer reg? Okay. Right, dames en here, ons gaan na lot nommer 32 toe. Lot 32. Lot 32, dames en here, ons is nou hierso in die Warrenton omgewing. Warrenton omgewing, dames en here. Ons laaipunt gaan wees op die plaas Geluk by Warrenton, en dan kan jy weeg of op Janken of Christiana, hang af watter kant jou lorries kom. 10 kilos van die plaas af, dames en here, of die plaas is 10 kilos van Warrenton af, dames en here, so kyk 'n bietjie mooi daarso. Lot number 32, ladies and gentlemen, 63 in die pakkie, 35 bulkalvers, 28 verskalvers, lekker sterk kalvers wat 320 weeg. Ladies and gentlemen, kyk daarso. Righto, 24 Bonsmara kalvers, 41 is Shirley Simbra tipe kalvers, dames en here. Hulle is geënt teen back and close hier. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, wie sê op hulle is mooi kwaliteit, dames en here, wie sê? R48 op hulle, dan gaan ek aan. 48 te bid. Op 48 rand druk het 48 uit na maar ek het 48. Het 48 rand druk het na maar 48. Kyk na die kwaliteit daarso. Ek het 48 rand druk het 48 na maar ek het na maar ek het 48 uit na maar ek go. Het 48 uit na maar ek 48 rand druk na maar 48 uit na maar ek druk 25 to go. Het 48 druk na maar ek 48 na maar ek 48 ladies and gentlemen kyk net mooi. Het 48 uit ter met na maar ek 48 op 48 rand druk na maar 48 uit na maar ek 48 meneer. Het 48 kyk net hierdie Shirley color dankie. Het 48 25 at 48 but I got 25 at 50 to go. At 48 I got 25 at 5 but I got number 48 but I got number 25 bid. At 48 at 25 but now but I got 48 25 5 but I got number 48 25. At 48 25 down but I got number 48 25. At 48 at 25 down but I got number 48 25. At 48 25 50. At 48 50 but yeah. At 48 but now but I got 50 now. I got 48 fight down but I got number 48 50 50 now but 48 50. The bid's 48 50. Klage ente colors, dames en heren. Moenie uitmis hierso nie. At 48.50 number again number 48.50 bid now. At 48 at 50 number 48 fight number again number 48.50. At 48.50 ladies and gentlemen we all out and done. Op 48 fight number again number 48.50 we go online now. At 48.50 we're going to sell. At 48.50 once, twice, almal klaar. And knock them down. At 48.50. 48.50 by Donkey. 5035. Lot 33, dames en heren. Lot nummer 33. Ons is weer in Stella omgewing daar so, dames en heren. Hierdie colors uit Stella area uit. En hulle gaan geweeg word by Stella en gelewer by Karoo se veilingskraal op Stella. Hulle is 57 colors, 31 bulcolors, 26 vercolors. Geskatte gewig is dan 270, dames en heren. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. What do we do here, ladies and gentlemen? Mooi kwaliteit colors. Who says on them, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, lot number 33, take them away. En dames en heren, wie sê, hulle is klaar gespeen Junie maand, dames en heren, het wie sê op hulle na by the go. Mooi Samara colors hier so in die ring, dames en heren, bid na by the go. The bid's 48. Op 48 na maar ek 48, mooi Samara Samanthaler colors, dames en heren, julle moet nie foute maak op hulle nie. At 48 te bid. Op 48 na maar ek 48 right, na maar ek 25, maar ek na maar ek 48, maar ek 50 na maar 48, maar ek na maar 75 to go. At 48 75 maar ek 49. At 49 na maar ek na maar 49 9 bid na maar ek 49. At 49 hierdie kant ek na maar 49. At 49 the bid na maar ek number 49, what about 25 to go? Yeah. At 49, the gun number 49. At 49, the bird, ladies and gentlemen, number 49, but the number 49, asking 25 now. At 49, the bird number 49, 25, 49, 25. At 49, but I 25, but number 49, but I 25. At 49, but number 25, 5, number 49, 25, asking 50. At 49, but I 25, but number 49, 25, like a drew colors he saw. At 49, the bird number 50, number 49, 50. At 49, at 50, but number 49, 50. At 49, 75. At 49.75 is Hoppy Fluid again number 49.75 at 49 but again 75 at 50 to go at 49.75 but now but 49.75 dames en heren number 49.75 at 49 at 75, ladies and gentlemen, again, number 49.75. What do we do now? At 49.75, I'm asking 50 to go. At 49.75, again, number I got 49 at 75. At 49.75, ladies and gentlemen, we all out and done at 49.75, asking 50. Fair warning, number I got 50. At get fight under, but number I got 25. At 50 number I fight up, praat met my. At 50 number of fight around the gun. At 50 number but number I got fight. At 50 number I got fight around the gun. I got 50 but yeah. At fight around the gun. I got number I got 50 50 number I got fight. At 50 but number I got fight around the zilla matlar. At 50 what about 25? At 50 number I got fight around the gun. I got number 50 50 number I fight around now. At 50 ladies and gentlemen zilla matlar my bought this online now. At 50 we're gonna go but again I got fight around. At 50 number I got 25. At 50 25. At 50 25 again I got 50 25. At 50 25 but number 50 25. At 50 25 again I got number 50 50 as julle wil. At 50 rand en 25 sente daar so. At 50 at 25 bid. At 50 at 25 again I got 50 25 as julle wil hierdie gaan. At 50 25 is on the floor, ladies and gentlemen, asking 50 50. My bot is op die vloer. Once, twice, and knock down at 50. What now? Knock down at 50 25. Wat sê die baas vir my? Okay, buy number 2. Sorry julle, ons het daai bot het so net nadat ons hom toegemaak op die vloer ingekom. Bias 2. Right, dames en here, lot 34. Lot 34, dames en here, hier is weer 'n baie mooi pakkie. Hierdie kalvers is uit die Tosca omgewing en hulle gaan geweeg word op Tosca, gelewer word by Karoo se houkraal op Tosca. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle, dames en here. 39 is almal bulkalvers. Almal bulkalvers. Hulle gaan 290 weeg, so jy het die glyskaal skop in vanaf 300. Mooi Simbra, Simmentaler, Brahman kruiskalvers, dames en here. Beter gaan jy nie kry nie. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle. Hulle is geënt teen back and claw seer. Julle kan 'n nota maak daarso. Hulle is geënt. Right, so dames en here, hier is hulle nou. Pragtige kalvers daarso, dames en here. Who says on them 39 of them, almal bulkalvers, R50, wie sê ja? Ek het 50. And the bid's 50, and I got 50 now. At 50 now, but a bit now, but I got 50 now, but I got 300, I got 50. At 5 now, but I got 25, but I got 50, 25, but 50, 50 now, but I got 50, 50 now, but I go. At 50, 50, 75, 51, but I got 51. At 51, but a bit now, but I got 25, at 51, 25, at 51, 50. At 51, 50 now, but a bit now, but I got 75 to go. At 51, 75, but I got 52. At 25 now, but I got 2, but I got 2, but I got number 52, bid 25. At 52, 25 now. At 52, but a bit now, but I got 25, yeah. At 52, 25, but I got 52, 50. At 52, but I got 75, 52, 75, 53. Ek het 53 I got 53 bid. At 53, I got 25, 53, but I got 25, but I got 53, 25, 53, 50. At 53, but I got 50 now. At 53, 50 bid now, but I got 53, 50, 75. At 53, 75, but now, but I got 54 to go. Ek het 53, 75, I got 53, but now, but I got 75. The bid's 53, 75, asking 54. At 53, 75, however, but now, but I got 53, 75, so. At 53, at 75, ladies and gentlemen, but now, but I got 53, 75, 54. Ek het 54, but I got 54, 25. 54, but I got 25. At 54, 25, net bull colors, so. At 54, but I got 25, but now, but I got 54, 25, 54, 25. At 54, 25, but now, but I got 25, but I got 54, 25. What do we do now? At 54, 25, ladies and gentlemen, we all out and done now. At 54, 25 bid, now but I got 54, 25. At 54, but I got 25, ladies and gentlemen, are we all out and done? At 54, 25, we go once, twice, no advance, and knock them down. 54, 25 by Donkey, 5-0, 350 koper. Right, dames en here, ons is nou staan einde se kant toe. Ons het 5 lotte oor. 5 lotte oor. Lot number 35. Lot number 35, dames en here, weer Vryburg omgewing. Hier is vir jou 18 sterk, swaar bulkalvers, dames en here. Hulle weeg 340. Hulle word gelewer by Karoo se houkraal op Vryburg. So glyskaalskop in vanaf 350. Hulle is klaar geënt teen back and claw seer in Mei maand. Right, ladies and gentlemen, hier's hulle nou. Lot number 35. Take them away. 48 to go. Hulle is baie swaar, kom ons start hulle op 46. At 46, dankie. And I got 25. At 46, I got 25. At 50 now, but at 46, I got 75. I got 47 to go. At 46, at 75, but now, but I got 46, 75. At 47 to go, but I got 47, 7, I got number 7, Fiera. At 47, but now, but I got 47, like a sterk colors he saw. At 47, 7, I got number 47, 7 bid, now, but I got number, I got 47. Almal bull colors, dames here. At 47, now, I got 7, Fiera, but I got 25. 47, 25. At 47, I got 25. At 5, I got 47, 25. At 47, 50. At 47, 50 bit now. At 47, I got 50 now. I got 47, 50. Come back at 75. At 47, 50, 50 now. I got number 47, 50. At 47, 50 Manira Matla. At 47, 50 bit now. I got 75. 47, 75. At 47, 75 bit now. I got 47, 75. You saw. At 47, 75. I got number. I got 47, 75. What do we do now? At 47, 75. I got number 48. 48 bit. At 48, I got number. I got 25. I got bot gewees. At 48, I got 25. 48, 25. At 48, I got 25. At 5, I got number. I got 48, 25. At 48, I got 25. At 5, but number. I got 48, 25. At 48, I got 25 is op die vloer. Asking 48.50. At 48, I got 25 at 5, but now, but I got 48 at 25 at 5, I got number, I got 48, 25, dames here. At 48, 25 for the mooi zwaar colors, as jullie allemaal klaar. At 48, 25, now, I got number 48, 25. We're going to go once, twice, derde en laaste maal. 48, 25 by Donkey. Nummer 2. Dames en heren, kyk hierso. Kyk net hierso. Lot nummer 36. Lot nummer 36. Ons is weer op rywielou. Hier's 145 kalvers, dames en heren. 145 kalvers, 84 bulkalvers, 61 verskalvers. Hulle weeg 290 uitstekende kwaliteit Simbra kalvers, dames en heren. Hulle gaan gelewer word by Karoo se veilingskraal op rywielou. So jy laai hulle daarso op. Hulle is klaar geënt teen back and close, dames en heren, en moenie foute maak op hulle nie. Hier's kwaliteit Simbra kalvers, dames en heren. Who says on them, ladies and gentlemen, what do we do? Take them away. Quality. And I got now, at 48. At 48, I got 25, I got 48, 25, 48, 59, I got 75, 49. At 49, I got number 49, bid, number I got 49. At 49, the bid, 25, I got 50. At 49, 50 bid now. At 49, but I got 50 now, but I got number, I got 49, I got 50, 50 now. At 49, 50, 75. At 49, at 75, I got number, I fight around, we say, yeah. I get 50 bid now, but I got 50, 50 now, but I go. I get 5, but I got 50, 50 now, but I fight around, I got 50, 50, 25, I got number, I got 50, 25. At 50, 25, at 50, 50. At fight around the fight center again, I got 50, 50, but now at 50, 50, I got 20, when I got 75, 50, 75. At 5 cent now. At 50, 75 bit now, but I got 50, 75, 51 bid number again, I got 51. At 25 bit number 51, 25 again, I got number, I got 51 at 25 bit now. At 51, 50 bit number 51, 50, 50 number, I got 51, 50. At 75, at 51, at 75 again, I got number, I got 51 at 22, but I got 52, 2 and 5 now. At 52 bid number, I got 2, but I got 2 number, I got 52. At 2 and 5 at 52 the bid, yeah, number again, I got 52 minera. At 52, but again, I got 2 and 5 he's a quality paki minera. At 52 at 25, at 52, 25 bid, number again, I got 52, but 25 now. At 52, 25 at 5 again, I got number 52 at 25. At 52 at 25 at 5 again, I got 52, but 25 at 5 again, I got 52, 50. At 52, 50 bid number, I got 52, but 50 now. At 52, 50 bid number, I got 52 at 50, 50 number, I got 52, 75. At 52, ek het op die vloer, sorry. Selfe tyd ingekom. Priority, yeah, 52.75. Ek gee jou kans op 53. At 52, but I got 75 bid. Number I got 52 at 75, but I got number 52, 75. At 52, 57, number I got 52 at 75, 5 now. At 52, but I got number I got 53. 53, number I got 53. At 53, but I got now. At 53, number I got 53. 3, but I got number I got 53. At 53, number I got 53. At 3, but I got number I got 53. At 53, number I got 53. Wat maak ons nou? At 3, number I got 53. Number I got 53. Louis was jy? At 53, but I got 53, and I got 53, asking 25. At 3 and 5, around the number, I got 25, 53, 25. At 3 and 5, 5 and 20, number, I got 25, at 5, I got number, I got 53, 25. At 53, 25, come back at 50, and I got 53, 50. At about number 53, 50. At 53, 50, but number, I got 53, 50. At 53, 50, but number, I got 53, 50. What about 75? The bid's 53, 50. Dis alles online. My bot is 53, 50. At 53.50, dames en heren. At 53.50, we're gonna go. At 53.50, last kans nou. 53.50 once. 53.50 twice. Almal klaar. And close them. At 53.50. 53.50 vir die mooie pak kalvers kan ek kry daarso. Baie dankie. 5035. Right, dames en heren, ons dan op lot 37. Lot 37 daarso, Vryburg kalvers, 45 in die pakkie, daar is net 3 versies, 42 ossies. Hulle weeg 270 kg, dames en heren. Hulle word geweeg in Vryburg, gelewer by die Karoo houkraal, dames en heren. Hulle is geënt in Junie maand. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi daarna hulle, dames en heren. Lekker sterk pakkie kalvers, dames en heren. We say, hello, what do we do now? Talk to me, ladies and gentlemen. We say, but I got 48 to go. Op 48, I got 48 right now, but I got now. At 48, the bid, now, but we say, now, but I got 48 right now, but I got now. At 48, the bid, ladies and gentlemen, but now, but I got 48. Op 48, I got 48 right now, but I got 48. At 48, ladies and gentlemen, but now, but I got 48 right now, but I got 48. Op 48, I got 48, that I know. At 48, the bid, now, but I got 48 right now, but I got 48. At 48, the bid, now, but I got 48 on the floor, ladies and gentlemen, number number 48, yeah. Op 48, number I got 25. At 48, 25. At 48, I got 25. At 5, I got 48, 25. At 48, I got 25. At 5, I got 48, 25. At 48, 25, onthou, daar's net 3 versies hierso. At 48, at 25, at 5, I got 48, 25, 48, 50. The bid's 48.50 now. At 48, I got 50 bid now, but I got 48.75 bid now, but I got 48 at 75. At 48.75, 48.75. What about 49? At 48 at 75, I got 48.75. At 48 at 75, ladies and gentlemen, bid now, but I got number 48.75. Come back at 49. At 48.75, I got 48 at 75, ladies and gentlemen. At 48 at 75 now. At 48.75, we're gonna go now, but I got 48.75. See next 49. At 48.75. Now Matla, but I got 48.75. We go once, twice, all out, and all done. By Donkey, 5024. Right, dames en heren, dan die tweede laaste pakkie dan, dames en heren, lot number 38, lot nummer 38. Lot number 38, ladies and gentlemen, kyk net hierso. Baie goeie colours uit die Piet Plessis omgewing, dames en heren. Hulle gaan geweeg word op Piet Plessis en gelewer dan by Karoo's veilingskraal op Stella. Daar's 45 colours in die pakkie, 25 bulcolours, 20 vers colours, bovelder colours daar so, dames en heren. Hulle is reeds gespeen. Kyk hulle bietjie mooi. And ladies and gentlemen, what do we do here? Right, dames en heren, hulle weeg 265 kg, mooi kwaliteit colours, dames en heren, wie sê op die bovelders. Het, sien ek op hulle naam, but now, but I go. At 48 to take it away, but I got 48. Op 48, I got 48 today, number, but now, but I got 48. Op, I got number 48, and I got 25 at 48, and I got 25 at 50, 50, number 48, 50, but now. At 48, at 50, 75, I got number 48, 75, but now, but I got 49 to go. At 48, 75, I got 49, 49, 25, 49, but I got 25. At 49, 25, at 5, I got number 49, 25, number I got 49 at 25, at 49, 50, 50, number 49, but I got 50 now, at 49, 75, 49, 75, it take now, at 5, I got 50, number to go online, at 50, I got 50, 50, number 5, I got 25, at 50, 50, at 50, 50, number to go, at 5, centers op die vloer, at 50, 50, but number 75, 50, 75, at 51, ek het 51, I got 51, 51, at a bit number 51, at 51, I got 50, but I got 25, 51, 25, 51, 50, at 51, but I get 50 now. At 51, at 50, but yeah. At 51, 50, 50, number 51, but I get 50, number 51, 50. At 51, 75. At 51, at 75, I got 51 at 75, yeah. At 51, 75, a bit now, but I got 51 at 75 now. At 51, 75, sien ek 52 now. At 51 at 75, at 5, I got 51 at 75. At 51, 75, ladies and gentlemen, but now, but I got 51, I got 2, but I got 52. I got 52, I got 2, 2, but now, but I got 52. Up 52, I got 2, 2, but now, but I got 52, 25, 52, 25. At 52, but I got 25, at 5, I got 52, 25 now. At 52, 25, ladies, I got 52, 50. I got 52 now. At 52, but I got 50 now. At 52, 50 bid now, but I got 52, 75, 52, 75. At 52, at 75, ladies and gentlemen, but now, but I got 53, 53, take now. I got 3 and 5, I got 53 bid, yeah. At 53, ladies and gentlemen, I got 25, 53, but I got 25 now. And I got number 53, but I got 25, but now, but I got 53, 25, asking 53, 50. At 53, 25, 53, 25, ladies and gentlemen, I got number 53, but I got 25. At 53, 25, and I got number 53, 25 is back for you. At 53, at 25, at 5, I got 53, but I got 25. We're going to go at 53, 25. That's fair warning. 53, 25, we're going to go once. 53, 25 twice. They're the last them all. And we sell them at 53, 25. Baie dankie. 5. Dis goed so. Dis 5325 number 5019. Right, dames en here, die laaste pakkie, almal hierso, onthou asseblief, julle is baie welkom om ietsie te eet saam met ons voordat julle in die pad val. Voordat ek die laaste pakkie verkoop, wil ek eerstens aan al ons kopers op die vloer en aanlyn sê dankie al die boere vir die vertroue van die kalvers, dames en here. Skakel asseblief as jy gekoop het, praat met my of enige van die Karoo's beamptes wat jou kan help, laat ons net die vervoerreëlings en die laaireëlings so spoedig as moontlik afhandel. Goed, dames en here, die laaste pakkie op die veiling, lot 39, dames en here, hulle is uit die Migdol omgewing, baie goeie Charolais kruiskalvers, dames en here, jou laaipunt is die plaas Rietgat en jou weegpunt gaan die silo's wees op Migdol. As 50 in die pakkie, hulle is helfte, dames en here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hulle. Entingstasie nog nie. Status, hulle is nog nie geënt nie. vir Beck and Clowney. Hulle weeg 285 kg, dames en here. 10 kg grasie daarso. Charolais Kruis colors, dames en here. Who says on them, what do we do? Top colors. The bid's 48. At 48, I'm going to get 48. 25, I'm going to get number 48, I get 50, 50, I'm going to get 75, I'm going to get 49. At 49, I'm going to get 49, 25, 49, 50. At 49, I'm going to get 50, I'm going to go. At 49, 75, I'm going to get 50. At 50, I'm going to get 50 bid. At 50 rand, at 25, at 50, 50, I'm going to fight. At 50, 50 bid now. At 50, 50 bid 75, I'm going to get 50, 75. At 50 rand and 75 cent, I'm going to get number 50, 75, 51. At 50 rand now. At 51, at 25, 51, 25, at 5, I'm going to get number 51. At 25, yeah. At 51, 25, 5, we're going to get number 51 at 25. At 51, at 25, at 5, we're going to get number 51, 25. What about 51, 50? At 51, at 25, we're going to get number 51 at 25 minutes. At 51, 25, van die heel bestes van die dag, dames en here, 51, 50, now 75. At 52 to go, 51, 75 attack, at 51, at 75 a bit now, at 52 as you will, at 51 at but 2, but I got number 2 and 5 at 52, 25, 52, 25, a bit number 52, 25, at 52, 25, 52, 50, at 52, 50, but now, at 52, 75, but I got number 52, 75, at 53, donkey number I got 3 and 5 at 53 the bit, yeah, at 53, now ladies and gentlemen, I got 53, at 3 and 5 under, I got 53, bit number 53, at 3 and 5 under, now I'm club, I got 25, 53, 25, at 53, 25, number 53, but 25, at 53, 25, ladies and gentlemen, we all are and done, yeah, at 53, 25, number 53, but 25, is your neck, you can't see, so, at 53, at 25, at number 53, but number 25, at 53, 25, fair warning, 53, 25, we go once, 53, 25, we go twice, all out, and all done. 53, 25, by donkey. My koper is 5035. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the auction for the day. We want to thank you all. We were very proud to offer this quality. Ek glo en vertrou julle gaan almal baie tevrede wees, dames en here. Praat met ons oor julle vervoerreëlings, laat ons vir julle net 'n mooi diens daarso kan lewer asseblief. Praat met my of Atta of enige van julle Karoo beamptes. Baie dankie.